Okay. Should be fine now. Yeah, can you guys hear me? Okay, you guys can hear me. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, how's everyone going? Hi Twin Tech, hi Inferno, hi Nana, hi Sports Versus, hi Zoe. How is everyone's day going? Woo! Right, there we go. I want to play with Tennessee fan. Well, we are going to be doing a viewing party, so maybe in another day. But oh my gosh, chat. This day is going to be crazy. We're going to be up until around half past midnight in the UK. Doing this viewing party because games kick off in just under an hour here. Wait, no, that means we'll be like 11:30. Never mind. Okay. Right. Okay. I don't know, like, if I should be in a call with people. I'm gonna ask Ollie. Right, chat. I'm just gonna go in general on Prenex. Right, okay. Just let me get the live stream up in a second, chat. Right. 31,000! Oh my fucking... Holy... Yeah, I know Twin Tech. I know it. Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ, and it's the pre-show. Oh my gosh. What? Wait, I wonder what it is on YouTube. It's probably more. It's probably gonna be like 50k. Really? Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess we're watching it.
Here, just roaring as we watch things unfold. Eliminations happen, right? Players walk out on the stages.
Woo!
We're going to the next level. And I can't wait. But first, let's focus in on the competition for just a moment. Let's talk about what's
format. Let's go. Why don't you stream on Twitch? Because it's a much harder platform to grow on Savic.
For placement as well as eliminations. Victory Royale has been worth
what's an elim worth?
32 points, cascading all the way down to 35th place. Where you only get 4 points, but make sure yourself.
Okay, this is just traditional FNCS format. 2 points per kill. Lovely. Jubbly. Chat, by the way, you can see the leaderboard in game if you guys want to. It is right here. You can see the leaderboard. FNCS. Chat, do you remember when it used to be World Cup? Like WCS. 46. Excuse me. They should be fit. Who's? I mean,
that's right. For the first
chat, you know.
Take a look at this. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, that looks so nice.
Your duo that walks away as FNCS Invitational champions.
Woo! Sorry, that's a bit too loud. There we go.
Yeah, that happened. That was, in fact, us.
Yeah, but you didn't win World Cup, so it doesn't really count. Joking, chat. Whew.
It's hard to not bounce around.
It's really hard right now. I'm saying, you know, stand still, Vivid. Listen, the crowd has gone crazy. The competition hasn't even started yet, and yes, that trophy.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a stadium. Is it a stadium?
Raised these things up before, and those moments, they're still being replayed to this day, which makes these players want it oh so more.
And so excited.
This is crazy. Oh my gosh.
End of this weekend, we are only going to get to see one duo lift up that beautiful Swarovski trophy.
So absolutely insane. You got a little taste of
this
some
is
of the
like so exciting. I've been waiting for this for ages.
A few more.
Alright, so we're both always consistent, always placing in the top 10. We're just gonna play the same game that we always play.
Honestly, like we're not really scared. We're the best players to touch the game.
I think we're due for a win.
We're literally due.
Chat, by the way, I wonder what's gonna happen with Kanada because he can't be seen on Twitch, but I'm pretty sure they can show him, they can show his face, but they just can't. That's Ree. Come on, Ree, you can do it. Come on. The two people who I want to win, chat, either Queasy or Vino, right? Because, you know, Queasy was hands X to do, hands not going to win, so, you know, you got Queasy and Vino, let's go. Or what's his face?
Look at all of our games, look why we made the mistakes, and
I was literally thinking about this.
I've been really consistent in FNCSs, but the last two have really been bad for me, so I'm here to not mess around and prove myself.
This season we're going to be way more consistent at getting
What's it
top
called?
threes, top
Bre
two, maybe
and
win
Epic Well.
games.
Bro, they need a win, man.
Help us get the extra points.
It's going to be interesting, chat. Middle East literally only has one team. Because literally, it is horrendous. Like, Bleed picked, like, Bleed got in. He picked, what was it? He picked, like, what's his face? Bleed picked Macwood, but then Bleed couldn't play. No, sorry, yeah. Bleed picked Macwood as his duo for it because like one person gets in and then you get to choose your duo. Bro, Miro's so small. He's like 4'11".
I think one thing that's also important that's like maybe slept on is just to be calm and like do your things and stay focused on ourselves and know everything that's happening around us and keep the communication good.
That's me. Right. Yeah, and then Bleed couldn't play, so that meant that Macwood, who is like NA, right? Literally got a free spot and got to choose his duo. I'm sure Macwood is so happy about that.
So watch out for me because I'm gonna win this one.
It's gonna be really hard.
Bro, Muzz's beard. Oh my gosh.
They are going down.
Wow.
Confidence. The confidence is unreal right now.
Show starts
you can
in
just tell
20
those
minutes.
little tidbits that these players have never been more focused in their competitive careers than this moment. Everything is on the line. Now we did get to see two members.
Chat, this is absolutely
Queasy
crazy.
and Vino, I mean, heralds of EU, right? They're basically Taco. They've been winning everything.
Queasy and Vino won EU and right. Wait one second. Queasy and Vino won NA East and EU Elite Cup finals. Like the last ones. What? Like that's just crazy. You know what I mean?
Guys are absolute grinders, and not only that, but they had a first place finish in week 4, first place finish in week 6, and remind you that was the NA East and European weekly finals that they managed to bring home.
See what I mean?
So the results speak for themselves here.
Like
when you are able to have such dominating performances,
what?
So closely synced together to an event like this,
that's
it's
crazy.
No wonder that they are a clear fan favorite to bring it all home.
I mean,
this is
come on.
a
It's just a
world
smart
champion
choice at this
duo, and I'm
point.
excited to see what they do this weekend.
It's literally
Let's
just
go
a
ahead
smart
and
choice.
readdress that fact that you said winning
Wagwan.
both Elite Cups on the same exact day on NA East and EU. Right now, this lobby is 75% EU plus NA East, which means that they have proven already that they can pretty much beat 75% of this lobby. The confidence has to be through the
No,
roof.
that's unfair. That's just unfair. Hi, Clutcher.
can't
How you
not
doing?
Mention them, Vivid.
What?
A duo that I think many people are very excited to see compete here in person. It's Booga and it's Miro.
Representing the home region here, NA East, representing Sentinels, representing Dignitas, in my opinion, the most titled duo here at the event. Let's talk about it.
Miro has a tattoo. Surely that's fake. There's no way that's real. That has to be fake. There's no way that's real. But he actually looks quite old. I thought he was like 14, not gonna lie. No, Tayson cannot win. There's no way Tayson wins. He's double conned. Bro, there's literally no way Tayson wins. If you had looked at the drop map, oh my gosh, chat. There's literally 3 teams fighting at Condo. Like, there's just no way they're all walking out of there. Like, it may be a couple games where they just split the loot because there's so much of it. But bro, Tayson is crazy. I know, he's probably going to do the best out of all 3 of them. But I doubt that he's going to win.
A pretty vicious bunch for the rest of these regions.
That's right, and we have a very special treat for you fans here, and of course,
Yeah, I know,
viewers at
Clutcher,
home,
but
guess
still.
what? Kelly Link is standing by with Booga and Miro.
Thank you so much, Zeke. Joining me right here, I got Miro and Booga for a quick interview. Booga, it's been 3 long years since your iconic World Cup win. What is it like to finally be back on stage in front of all of these people playing?
I'm super excited. I mean, it's super cool to be back in in-person events, and hope they bring more in the future.
Ray just roasted Epic.
Hoping for the best,
Super
honestly.
back in in-person events. Who are you rooting for? Either Queasy and Vino or Reet and Epic Whale.
I mean, as of right now,
I kind of want Reet and Epic Whale to win more, but like, you know, Queasy and Vino probably gonna. They are looking. They are uncontested, North Sleepy.
That's right. Fans, you guys can
Won
make
the
some
last.
noise. That's
They won
okay.
EU
You
and
have to be
NA
cheering
East
on this duel,
Elite Cup
right?
finals back to back, like, bro.
They got me. They're
Like,
still waking
you
up.
know what
It's
I
all
mean?
good.
Like,
We
there's
have to talk
just
about more of the duels we're gonna be seeing
the
compete
consistency
today. Is there
is
another mini duel that you have
crazy.
eyes on
And they
right
won
now?
EU the week
Well, that's the
before.
beautiful part about the FNCS Invitational
Like,
is that we do have
that's when
that
you know that it's
international
crazy.
representation. And Alex and Bailey are a must mention from Oceania because they have had an absolutely phenomenal Chapter 3 performance.
Bro, look at that mullet.
They've only been getting
The
better
haircuts are so
with each
funny for
season
some
of Chapter
people.
3. They started
I don't
out with
know.
3rd place in season 1, then 2nd place season 2. So guess what? Season 1 was. That's right. They were the FNCS
I know
champions
Clutcher.
of the most recent season coming into this FNCS Invitational.
Like,
and their dedication to the grind did not
Mullet is
stop
goat.
there either
Be
because
quiet,
they have been
mate.
absolutely dominating in Cash Cup performances as well. Alex even, I believe, tweeting at one point 10 first place finishes in those Cash Cups alone. So the consistency is definitely there for this duo.
The thing that I love is the confidence, right here
consistency,
alone.
oh.
Bailey's name in game, Bailey on height. Man, I
Bailey
wonder
on
how he's
height.
going to be playing today, going for the higher ground. Honestly, listen, the
He
great
better
thing
be
about
going for
being
high
here in
ground,
person
right? He
is
better
that
be
I'm
going for high
actually
ground.
able to
Let's
go
go
into
thanks to
practice
9
and
watching. You
kinda
guys
see
are
behind
crazy.
some of
Make
these
sure to
players.
drop a like and
And last
subscribe
night
if you
I
enjoying
did
the
just
stream.
that with Alex and Bailey, and they won the scrim game that I was watching, and they just look so good. Alex's aim, holy moly.
Oh yeah, Alex's aim
Talk
chat.
about another
That is
threat
crazy
here in the
aim. I'm not even
competition.
joking.
A
Like,
6-time FNCS champion coming from NA West. It's Epic Whale, and he's gonna be paired
come on,
with
you got this.
Reed.
Come on,
If you've
let's
watched
go.
FNCS broadcast,
They better
you
win.
know
Come on, you gotta
these
win
guys
it, bro.
are
You gotta
literal
win it.
sharks.
Yeah,
They are.
the
They're
6X,
crazy.
The only one in the world, the individual player who has the most FNCS wins right there. It is none other than Epic
Yeah, but that's
Whale.
kind of
But it
unfair.
doesn't
They
just
do have.
stop there.
They
Third
they
place
they are
in National
West,
Cup, and of
mate.
course,
Like,
winning the
you know what I
most
mean?
recent
You know what I mean?
international event as
Like,
well.
they
He
literally
is
won.
on
I'm pretty sure like all of
right now,
them
and he always looks so
on
good. But the thing that I love
all the
about
trio
him as well
FNCSs. I'm
is
pretty
that
sure.
he's
Like
able to
they
adapt
they
to
maybe
almost
missed
any
one.
situation.
Like,
So
bro.
much so that
That's
he's
pretty crazy.
transitioned to controller.
Let's go thanks to 10 watching.
He is back on that
Hence
keyboard now,
700
but showing that he is so
subs on
versatile
today's stream.
and
Who knows? Who knows? Chat. Make sure to share the stream with your friends. Let's go. We got already got 25 likes on the stream. Can we get to 30 real quick?
Which actually ties them for first place with Booga and
Is your foot any better?
Mira
Yeah, it's
all duo.
much better. I'm
So
off
this
crutches
could
now.
be an excellent opportunity here for Epic Well and Reed to establish once and for all who
Show
really
start
has
13
those
minutes.
championship titles to their name.
You love to see it.
You love
now,
to see
listen,
it.
fans in the audience, I need you guys to make some noise because Kelly is standing by right now with Epic Whale and Reed.
Let's go. Come on, Reed. You got this.
Once again, Zeke, and you are right. I have Epic Whale and Reed joining me for another quick interview.
50.
Well, everyone knows
Oh
that the
my
6X
God.
in your name stands for how
50K.
many FNCS titles
Chat.
you currently hold. What has the preparation
I'll
been
see
like
him
so that you
has
turn that into
15K.
7X?
I mean, obviously that's crazy because he normally gets like 8K, but like, bro, that's unfortunate. They got 8.8K on. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Right, I love it. And Reed,
Arab has
you're known to be
1.8K.
aggressive
Monk has
from
14
time to
2K.
time. Are we going to be seeing that classic Reed aggression today?
Yeah, we're going for 20 bombs every game.
Yeah, 50,000 chat
I'm gonna hold
on
it
the
to you.
before the
Everyone,
actual
head
event.
on back to the desk.
Before the actual event. I think most people are going to be watching this and then they might go to Aussie Antics. The reason is because Aussie Antics right now. Wait, is he watching this? I'm not sure. I don't really want to watch adverts, you guys. Well, I'm just going to mute it in case this gets me copyrighted. Because the Fortnite one I know doesn't get me copyrighted. Is going to beat Queen's funeral and viewership. No twin. You do realize the Queen's funeral literally had like 4 billion people watching, right? 47 points. Oh my god. Okay, no, he's watching this. Wow. I mean, that's still really good viewership for him. Good for him, bro.
It's Tao, and I'm here.
Hi, Sean Gumbo. Welcome to the stream, bro.
Can't hear you,
How's it go?
the priestess said. The pain, we are giving him herbs to help him rest. It's too cruel otherwise.
Mainly Tayson and Chapix fighting. Malabuk and Mersac are insane fighters. It's gonna be a very fun contest.
BL. Cammy and Seti. I mean, Cammy and Seti do have a good chance. Pink with the finger! Let's go, Pink! Oh my gosh.
I think Pink and an Ass.
52k viewers. Oh my gosh. Maybe it goes up to like 70k chat. Who knows?
No, I think Quixen, like, because obviously Quixen dudes, they're definitely
They're
better
good
fighters.
fighters.
They're way better fighters than Pink.
I don't know about way better.
They're way better fighters than Pink.
Maybe a little better. Although
Pink.
Let's go. Is able to surprise us.
Dude looks like that, bro. Just tiny. What the hell?
Good loot, you really have to win it, so you have to be
Oh
prepared
my
to beat your
gosh.
opponent.
Chat, I'm literally got goosebumps.
Yeah, they might split it. I think if we fight
Chat, this is some needed hype for Fortnite. 52,000 viewers. Holy shit. With 15k people watching Aussie Antics as well. So that is a combined over. And with the people watching this on YouTube, it was like 8k or something, which is more than 70,000 viewers watching this. I mean, of course, you got my 9 as well. You know, you guys are the best. We're better than everyone here.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe. If they wanna come out on top and do well in the tournament,
Cammy and Seti.
I think that they have to
Obviously going Cammy
fight,
split
but
chat.
try to
That's
gain ground, 'cause
pretty straightforward.
strong points around it.
I've played with Luda before, and he's crazy.
I honestly think it's
The mother,
50-50.
the
The
mother.
POI is kind of just like one house.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see.
Dude, I'm gonna lose
Chat,
my
in
mind.
20
We're
minutes, my stream's got
almost
71
there.
views.
Now we've had a chance to
Let's
kind of
fucking
talk
go.
about the outside looking in. Let's actually talk about the game itself.
Bro, you got Monster D-Face wearing Nelvana. Let's go.
Man, because
Have you
it's
seen Smell Is
looking
Fire?
like
Is
it's
it
gonna
now?
be messy.
There's going to be a lot of action going on. In
5.
the game, and here's where
See,
you can
3
find
contested
most
by
of
one of the
Grim Gables
best
going
teams.
to be contested. Tilted Towers, I don't know
Bro,
what
Queasy and Vino on Con North, right? They also have Mansion, which they can get Surge on Shiny. They can also go here. That's contested by 2 Middle East players. Not Middle East.
And not just any EU duos. You're looking at Tayson and Chapix, Aqua and Reason, as well as Merstash and Malabuka.
2 OCE teams, which are sad. Magav by. Okay, turn. See ya. Remember, chat, we are going to be live literally until the end of day 1. I don't think I can stream day 2 because of I have school and stuff, but come on, we got day 1. 28 likes on the stream, chat. Come on, let's get to 30.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's pretty much 2 ways that this kind of POA can work out, right? They can kind of split their loot and be happy with it, but that's not really advantageous, right? There's so much loot there that you want for yourself. Now let's talk about the other option, which actually happened in the Elite Cup just a week ago, where Malabuka and Merstash got second.
When does day 1 end? Around 11:30 UK time or GMT.
Aqua and Reason on the south side, and then Malabuka and Merstash were just running right in afterwards, cleaning up and walking
BC
away again
Tayson
with
going
that
crazy
second
already.
place in that Elite Cup.
And you know what's coming now, right? That's right. It's an interview, but this time we've got our
Also,
Invitational
chat, just remember.
Mini Miner standing by.
Oh, not Mini Miner. Dead stream. Oh, 1 second. I'm just going to turn this down. Like, chat. You got Tayson and Malabuka, right? Tayson, last FNCS, he was gone. Did shit like 40th. That's all I'm saying, chat.
Online is
And
not
now
as, I mean, LAN is not as
yeah, you're catching up in subs. Of course I am. I've gained over 150 in the past. In the past
Of course. Now, Malabuka, you guys are known as one of the
days.
best fighters in the European region. Are you guys confident in fighting off spawn against the likes of Tayson and Chapix?
What?
Yes, I think we have a very aggressive playstyle, and that's why it's very easy for us to eliminate others.
Bro, that's a bit tough. Ooh, you got them both standing right next to each other. You're just shit talking it. 29 likes on the stream, chat. Come on, let's get 30 likes on the stream. Let's go. Bye, Shiv Messi. How's it doing? How you doing, bro?
I'm sure we will have 12 games. We will go out from our off spawn.
Come on.
And we won't die even once.
That's good to hear.
They won't die even once, bro. Oh my god, you got Malabuka and Mustache and Tayson and Chapix, cunning, with another team on top, which I forgot. But bro, oh my gosh.
This action. Let's talk about another duo, another head-to-head matchup we have to break down. I think for me, the key kind of takeaway thing to consider.
Let's go. Thanks for 12 watching. You guys are crazy. We need one more like for 30.
Stage, right? So not only am I thinking, what's my meta at home?
Bro, Mr. Savage got surprise con, bro.
Good luck me.
Yeah, over at Green Gables, a little bit of a different situation than Cloudy Condos or Tilted Towers, given that it's just a head-to-head standoff between Smite.
Next to each other, lol. I know Glatcher, like, bro, that's kind of funny, not gonna lie. You got them right next to each other and just shit talking to each other. Woo! I think this is from scrims, because they literally everyone was scrimming together. It was so funny.
In NA East, along with Looter, competing in all of these Elite Cup weekly finals, trying to get as much experience as possible. I think it's going to be
22-6
for them. And when you factor in,
oh my gosh.
Most recently, with the Chapter 3 Season 2 top 10 finish, came in 8th place, I believe, although at the time he was doing with Avery, not to mention his partner Looter, while he was competing in Oceania, he still
Chat, this is crazy. How many viewers? 57,000 viewers. Fortnite viewership, bro.
Muzz being the only player actually to win an FNCS on multiple regions. He did that on
Yeah, no, he's cemented.
NA East as well. But that's not to talk down on Larson and Smite. They do so well in these all-spawn situations. They come up with such unique strategies. Throwback to season 1 of Chapter 3.
Technically it's only one because you do have ACE, but you know. I'm not gonna shit talk ACE.
So that's what I'm excited to look forward to today.
Yeah, I'm still
what did they prepare?
Still excited.
Caliber player is just absolutely insane. For just a moment, I do want to touch on that tilted tower situation. Why do we have 5 duos?
5.
But one of them is
5.
Okay.
You know, like 5 teams. The thing is, Acorn is landing there, man, and he needs to do well, man. He's due a
Babs
good
and Snacky only went 2 out of those 36 games without receiving any actual elims. So with 4 other duos there to contest at Tilted Towers, it's not just a prime opportunity for them to keep boosting that stat metric, but it also kind of indicates the fact that whether or not they're the ones walking away from Tilted Towers by the end of it all, they're taking somebody else with them.
So absolutely insane. Now, guess what?
1 second, chat. I'm just gonna take a screenshot.
What you got?
I've got 2 incredible players right next to me. We've got Luther, we've got Smite, and oh boy, am I excited yet again, as always. Now, Luther, I'll kick things off with you. You played on both OCE and NA East, right? How do the regions differ, and how are you going to use that experience today?
Well, there is a big difference.
I'm so excited.
I definitely think OCE is obviously easier, and NA has a different skill set. But I made sure to come a month early so I could learn the lobbies as much as I could to do as good as I can over these next 2 days.
That's great to hear, man. Now, of course, Smite, you had your best FNCS performance in Chapter 3 Season 1. You had a 3rd, and in that season, you were uncontested. How are you going to approach the challenge?
3rd is his best FNCS. Come on, come on. You think you're winning?
And you can fully focus on Surge, but when you're fighting a team off spawn, you have that advantage of also leaving with Storm Surge right off the bat.
Yeah.
So it's also an advantage at the same time.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
We'll see what happens.
2 ways to look at it. Now, just quickly, we'll ask you guys, what do you think the score's going to be off spawn? The all-important question.
Okay, realistically, I want a 12-0, nice and clean, but I don't think that's going to happen. That's unrealistic. I think it's going to be more like 8-4, 9-3, something like that.
Okay, Smite, just quickly.
I think I'm going to full 12-0 right here.
12-0. They both think they're going to win off spawn. Unbelievable. Best of luck to you both, though.
Thank you so much, Mini Miner. My goodness. We've had a chance to hear from some of the players, talk about the game. I want to just take a quick moment here to introduce you to our casters for the event. It is Monster Deface, Jacob PR.
That's right. Thank you so much.
Monster Defense! Woo!
Calling all the action this weekend, and my gosh, the energy is already starting to. You really feel it.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And for myself, man, watching you cast the World Cup, now being here with you, this is a dream come true. And then getting to cast this global
Bro, stop being fanboy.
Insane.
We don't like
that. Right, and that is what we have in store for us, of course. It's an amazing competition. What a special moment, not only for the competitors, but all of you who get to tune in here and watch this return to an in-person event. It couldn't be better, and already you see
Bro,
the
it feels
content,
the energy, chat. Oh my.
read the players, read the room. Yep. There's a lot of contestants, there's a lot of fights that are going to play out.
Yeah, and like I'm saying, and it said it kind of before earlier today, speaking in the back, that these players, they're really good friends. They like to sit in the same Discord, they talk, they play Fortnite together all the time. But when that battle
We got 2 minutes.
Monster, they're no longer friends. They're looking at each other like they're the enemy.
Yeah, definitely. You see
2 minutes.
battles Pink versus Clicks, you know, engagement that might be going down there as well. So that's us. We're going to be calling all types of action this weekend. Zeke, thanks for checking in with us.
Chat, I'm so excited. This is
Thank
crazy.
you
So much. My goodness, we are not that far from kicking off the competition. I just want to get your guys' kind of quick thoughts.
60,000 viewers. Lovely, lovely.
Expectations coming into just the first 6 games of the FNCS Invitational.
I straight up expect the crowd to be loud. We already heard when some of those
Chat, let's see how much it's on.
The crowd was going crazy when the action
Come
really
on,
started to
please
pick
say
up.
it's
I
got
want
more
these
than
players
Valorant
to
right now.
fuel
219,000. Let's go, baby. Woo! Come on.
But then also, you know, if it's not a good game number 1, use that in game number 2 as experience.
219,000. Nearly double of Valorant. Oh my gosh. Drops enables, yeah, you know. Wait, how much have I done already?
So many duos that are actually going uncontested, and one that immediately comes to mind, Runa and Peppa, for example. They've got all of
30 minutes. Should have already done this, right?
That much available loot and resources, I wouldn't be surprised
About this
if they're
drop.
able to kind of kick it up higher in the leaderboards than what some people might be expecting.
That's right. And some of these duos, man, this is their
Wait,
first
no.
time in a setting like this, right? To have an amazing crowd like all of you here in person. So make sure you guys are just screaming your heads off. It is almost that time to start the show. So for now, let's go on over to Adam and Kelly.
Yes,
Come on, chat!
it is getting
40
very
seconds!
close now. This is it. Audience, North Carolina, are you ready for this?
Woo! Bro, he's just waving, bro.
I am so excited, Kelly. We're so close now to the beginning of FNCS Invitational.
And I cannot wait for what we are about to show everyone. But guys, we know what you're here for.
Chat, this is
you're
fucking
here for the
crazy.
games. You're here for the players.
Mr.
So
Beast
in
should be
just
there.
5 seconds,
Arab's
I'm gonna
there.
need your help for the countdown, everyone.
Bro, should give
Alright,
everyone 10 grand.
10,
8. Oh, it's delayed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, bro. Chat, everyone spam hype in the chat. Wait 1 second. Oh my god, it's so dark. Chat, what's gonna happen? Oh. Oh my gosh, chat. What the fuck? Thank the battle bus, by the way. Thank the battle bus. You've been funny. Oh, that's the battle bus, chat. That's the battle bus. That's the battle bus. That's the Fortnite game we love. Woo! Oh my gosh. So games kick off in half an hour, chat, by the way. But this is where everyone's gonna be coming on. But you got the players right there.
Hello there and welcome to FNCS.
Doesn't even seem that many people, chat. Not gonna.
2022 live
Woo!
in Raleigh, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
We are here live to the world for this beautiful live audience.
Not gonna lie, chat. It kind of sounds like they're from Britain.
we will be your host over the next 2 days. And in those 2 days, you guys will witness 12 incredible games of Fortnite. 50 of the best duos
In the world.
representing 7 regions will not just be duking it out for the $1 million prize pool. They won't just be fighting for the pride and prestige. They're going to be fighting for that trophy right there.
Can we get an ooh? Very good. I'm getting goosebumps.
Right, chat, I'm
here,
gonna
Kelly.
do a new pool.
We've set the scene here for you guys. We've had a chance to talk to the broadcast team. We've seen you guys in the audience looking amazing. But now, are you ready to meet the stars of this show?
Invitational.
It's time to meet the players!
Are they? Wait, they were already there? That's so cool. Yeah, they just got there different.
Epic will in read everyone. Domination is the key word here.
Domination! Come on! Look at this! Woo! Woo!
The Grand Royale win, the World Cup experience. This team could take it all.
Give it up for Fabs and Snacky as 3-time FNCS champions.
Come on.
In the NA West region, this duo is here, and they are not playing around.
Welcome to PSN and Quintos, coming in all the way from the Brazilian region with a total of 5 shared FNCS titles. They are now ready to prove to themselves and the world.
Put your hands together for Janice Badil, champions of Fortnite Champion Series Chapter 3, Season 3 Europe. They are the German powerhouses.
Come on!
Greasy and Vino, folks, mixing it up with the FNCS champion of Chapter 3, Season 1 and Season 2. These guys are not to be messed around with. Watch out.
Who else should I do? I'll put them here. I gotta put them.
This is Rapid and Andalex, a duo forward specifically for this event. French powerhouse paired together with a Middle Eastern player. This one is going to be interesting.
Let's put your hands together for Basil and Jace, the champions of
I don't even know who they are.
Season 1 OCE.
Oh, is it? Oh, there we go. It's because I'm from OCE. No hate, Casey.
Stand up and get loud for Pink and Anon.
Bro, Pink's hair, bro. So funny. Bro, you got sponsors. Wait, what? Are they allowed sponsors? Wait, what? Because in World Cup chat, you weren't allowed to have sponsors. See, look. You weren't even allowed, like, literally. What? Bro, he looks like he's got boobies, bro. Bro, they're saving, like, the final fight.
A duo World Cup teaming up with an iconic and highly competitive German juggernaut. This
German juggernaut, oh my gosh. Woo! Chat, this is absolutely fucking crazy. Oh, that's not everyone. That's not everyone. That's not everyone.
Just 10 players coming out, the Raleigh Convention Center are absolutely losing their minds. I hope you guys have enough in the tank until we got another 40 duos, so please don't pass out. That was just the first 10.
First 10, chat.
What are thoughts? We're stacked. We are stacked. I haven't even seen the rest of the. We're stacked. We're stacked, right?
Right. There's no. They have to do introduce the rest because they've got like Tayson, Clicks, like Mr. Savage.
They're on a hot streak right now. Coming out of the NA West region, back-to-back FNCS wins in Season 1 and Season 2 of this chapter, followed by a 3rd place as well.
But you can't forget about Pink and Anas either. This European powerhouse, I think, is going to be absolutely one to keep an eye out for, and I'm really excited to see them clash out over in Fort Jonesy with Clicks and Dukes.
Fort Jones. They can't say just Joneses.
Now that was just the 10. Let's welcome the next 10.
The next 10. Who's gonna be in the next 10, chat? Surely Tayson, right? Woo! Come on, Mr. Savage. OG. Woo! Bro, you got that 200 IQ. 200 IQ. Clicks. Bro, it's just like this. It's just like, yeah, I've been here before. Cold and scented, come on. I mean, bro, scented just works so hard. He's like working the hardest in the room out of every fucking person. You know what I mean? Like, Anon. Hi, Art, bro. Welcome to the stream. We got 30 likes on the stream already, and it's been 36 minutes. It's got 103 views. Oh, we have. No, Riley! Woo! Bad Sniper, shut the fuck up. Just shut up, Bad Sniper. You can't be Mr. Savage and Benji. Made Benji quit. Nah, I'm joking. Still. I'm so happy I have a good mic for this. Bro, what they... Bro, I swear... Nah, the cringe kids who have never been to LAN before, bro. They're just doing weird emotes, bro. 1 second, let me close my door and put my heater on, chat. Woo! You guys just watch this.
One of the most aggressive duos of the EU region. They have always consistently come out with the most limbs. And this weekend,
we're back. Let's go. Thanks for the 13 watching. Sanchico. Woo! Bum 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 bum. Bro, come on, Bailey. You're chilling, bro.
First is how this duo has placed on the Oceania region, and now they must be absolutely ready for the big stage.
Give it up for Pablo Ingu and Swag.
Pablo
This is what you
Ingu.
get when you mix raw talent with maturity and experience. This is a flaming hot duo.
Bro, who knows who they are? Literally no one in the crowd was like... Bro, look at that guy there. Oh, I need to get at this dinner.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing out there?
Rail with a big clixy poo, bro. Definitely higher up.
My friends, out here in front of a live
You're not his friend. Be quiet.
How great is you back here in front of all these amazing people?
You know, after 2 years, it's finally a pleasure to, you know, be at another LAN event, seeing the crowd, you know,
LAN event,
different
ooh,
atmosphere,
say
you know,
that.
so hopefully we do good.
Absolutely.
I will shut the fuck up. Yeah, you will.
Quite new to in-person events, but being here
Quite new? First one.
so far behind the players, the audience.
Maybe he's done one.
Going into this?
I'm feeling great. It's like the experience is insane. I'm loving it.
Yeah, absolutely loving it.
Oh, they get a little plug there. That's cool. Dig juke.
Alright, Clicks and Duke, thank you so much, guys. And let's over to Kelly and see who she's with.
From one savage to another, I am joined
One
by
savage
Mr.
in there.
Savage and iDrop here. Now, iDrop, I know that you guys are going to be contested.
Bro,
on Drop. Are you
Savage's hair looks kind of greasy. Not gonna lie, chat.
100% fighting. I've had it Uncon for 12 months on the best region, so we're definitely fighting.
I love it. Mr. Savage, I heard that it's your birthday today.
Aw. Woo! Happy. Oh, yeah, let's go, let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday. Woo! Happy birthday. Bro, Mr. Savage and iDrop, bro. Let's go. Woo! 80. Chat, 5k people just joined while that one Savage thing. I'm not even joking. Chat, I've got to shove it down my spine. 80,000 watch. Wait, 1 second. Bro, he's got 19k. He's got 200. I got 15k. Chat, there's over 100,000 people watching. Wait, why did I quit that? I should keep it open. I'll just keep it like that. Dum dum ba bum ba bum 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 bum. I have the same hairstyle as Savage almost. Nice. Bro, what are they doing? They're so cringe, man. Why would you do that? Like, bro. Bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum. Bro, look at that kid's mouse pad. Holy shit, that was huge. Bro, who are those kids? Like from probably some Asia fucks. Bro, chat, did you know that 75% of the lobby is EU and NA? That's not even including West. What? 82,000 viewers. Region Europe, of course. Smile and Larson. Oh, Larson looks like that. I never knew that chap. Wow. Bro, Falconer! Falconer! Chat, Falcon hasn't played in the last 3 fucking FNCSs. Hurry up. Hurry up. Wait, I can't hear you. 1 second.
30 duos.
Wait 1 second. I know why.
You can already tell this is gonna be some of the craziest Fortnite we have possibly ever seen. 7 regions being represented on this stage right now. Clown and Refsguard, the first duo to walk out though. I mean, some more of the more notable players in EU.
They're definitely a fun duo to follow along with, although it's only their 3rd FNCS actually competing together. I think that it's interesting to note that they both, as individuals, respectively, had top 10 finishes in past FNCS finals, so they definitely have what it takes to place high up in the leaderboards. But what I want to see them do as a duo, more specifically, is kind of
I should do it
the
now.
next level. You've made top 10 before, but let's see you actually win it all.
Whew, there you go, win it all. Tall task, especially seeing these 30 duos that have walked out already.
That's right, man. Well, Vivid, guess what? We got another 10 for you. So, Raleigh, make some noise!
Woo! Woo! I don't know what. I Johnson Ben, bro. Peter Buck and Jumper, come on, bro. Peter Box. Let's go. Thanks for 14 watching. You guys are absolutely crazy. You should drop a like and sub if you're enjoying the stream, chat. Don't take it serious. Why not? Bro, there's 85,000 people watching. And that's just on that, bro. You got like 20k on Aussie. Yeah, 19k. Wait. Oh, see, this is what's good about this.
3 reasons why you should.
I thought that was.
Number 1, the picture quality is amazing. If you want to look sexy like me, then the portrait mode really does.
Bro, damn. Did you put? Okay. Fortnite 15k, NZM 218. Wow.
I also have a Google Pixel.
Right, I need to put this on. Let's go. Bro, it's just not working. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Give it up for Scram and Chimp. Combining the powers of EU and NA East. These guys have great potential in front of them. They could go all the way.
Wait, this is why 1 second I found it. Hurry up. Wait, I still can't hear.
They are ready to defend the title as champions. A huge welcome to Ju and Usri. Great potential in this duo here. And fairly recently teaming up together. Their journey begins now, and what a journey it's gonna be.
Oh wait, you just talked her. Be quiet. DMs? Okay. Chat. Oh my God.
In EU's FNCS. Now, they are ready to take home the big prize. It's Cool and Yumi with a stunning performance winning the NA West. Chapter 3, Season 3 FNCS. We cannot count these guys out, and will they do it here as well?
Chat, so many new faces.
40 players down, 10 more to go here, but before we can get to
40 players? It's 80. What? 40 duos. Little bitch. Sorry, chat.
What are you feeling?
I feel really great. Like, this is so cool. I mean, Raleigh showed up, Fortnite community showed up, players showed up, like everyone's excited. I don't know. I'm
Players showed up,
like,
mate.
So awesome.
Bleed, a Middle East pro. Bleed Spot, who chose Macwood, right? Who's NA East, has then chosen Canada, right? I'm not even joking.
I'm really excited to see people just like push for high ground and like just do like really exciting plays and stuff. I'm excited to see people like 1v2 and clutch up and
Clutcher,
like Fortnite land
you should just be able to join to verify.
It's gonna be so awesome.
I cannot wait as well, and
No, I can't clutch it. I mean,
more players to introduce. So let's head on over to Jacob and MDF.
Let me have a look. Chat, the stream's nearly got 150 views and it's not even an hour.
This is King and Ed Lagana, failing you duo, but there are no new names here. From the World Cup all the way to the Invitational.
threat to the lobby.
Please welcome Focus and Spy with progression throughout each and every FNCS with a third place finish.
Wait, hello? Can you hear me now? No. Oh wait, that's right. I know why. It's because. Right. Hello? Hi, I can hear you now. Right, I'm gonna leave you at 70% unless your mic goes good because it's a bit weird now. Yeah, I get. See this. Bro, chat bleed. A Middle East pro chose Macwood. He was a fill, and then Bleed couldn't play, so Macwood chose Kanata, and that's literally another NA team. Josh, they weren't even supposed to be in it. They literally, bro, Macwood is so happy. Come on! Woo! Wait, what? What was it? Was it supposed to be someone else? Come on, man. Okay, chill out, man. Your voice is like going croaky. I knew Josh, right? Hennessy on Vortex. Come on, let's see how much I earn today. Or how much. Right. Dyson and Chapix, come on. The only problem is they're double conned. So there's 3 teams landing there. Bro, I'm so hyped. 10 minutes until we get to see the off-sport fight. Oh my gosh. Shit. Burger and Mirror. They're the final ones, no way. Bro, your mic's so bad. Can you please fix it? No. Then I might mute you.
Bro, you can't even hear me when I'm speaking like this.
Well, yeah, if you're speaking like that, then I'll turn you up.
Freaking go!
Wait, speak like that now.
Can you hear us, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Bro, I'm literally putting my mic in my mouth for you to be able to hear me.
Yeah, okay, just leave it like that. That's good.
I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, I know.
Clutch, I can hear you.
Please do not pass out, Zeke. Listen, 50 of the duos now set on stage.
Playing
One of them
Valorant
is
on
standing out to me. And I know it's standing out to another part of the crowd.
Oh, no.
Right up there. King and Ed making a big name for himself at
Boom.
World Cup, of course, being the most
Boom.
aggressive player there.
I've stopped watching your stream. How do you feel?
Shit.
Redoes that performance here at the
Yeah, good.
Invitational.
And his flexibility as a player, I think, is only going to pair so nicely with Ed.
Guys, I might just deafen because I don't know.
No.
Yes, bro, just watch on stream, okay?
Bro, you're cringe.
Just maybe once it starts, I'll ask one of you to cast for me, okay? Like cast with me.
Okay. I will cast.
Well, I'll choose. One second.
Great.
I'll see once game starts.
No.
105 FNCS events across.
By the way, do not complain. Well, otherwise, I might choose the other one.
Championship titles on that stage.
90,000?
7 FNCS champions on that stage. Yeah.
Only 27.
27 countries all represented on that stage. And guess what? We're ready to kick off the competition. Adam, let's do this.
Yes, indeed. We get a huge
AST, Thomas HD. I got killed by him once. I got killed by this kid right here. Gosh, I got shit on. It was not nice. He pooped on me, chat. He's good. Trust me.
I'm really excited to play. It's gonna be a long time since like the last LAN event, and I can't wait to compete.
Chat, I really need the toilet. I'll be right back. My nerves are getting to me, man. I'm so excited.
This is your third FNCS finals together. Is it third time lucky?
Who else has
Yeah, hope so. I'm excited to play, and yeah, I'm playing with Thomas, so can't go bad.
All right, give him a big round of applause, please, folks. Best of luck, fellas. But we also, whilst up here as well, must chat to the reigning NAE champions as well. Give it up for Kamal and Avery. Avery, my man. This is an incredible opportunity and experience. Obviously, playing in front of a live audience as well. How hyped are you guys as a duo right now?
Well, this is my first LAN. It's an honor, honestly, to be here. Like, it's just unbelievable.
You guys are unbelievable. We've also got as well, to talk about obviously last season's win. 1 point separated you guys from first and second place, which is Booger and Miro. How are you going to try and retain that title this weekend? What do you have to do right?
We're just gonna try to play our game, be consistent,
Come on.
and hopefully we can take it home.
Do you think they can take it home, folks?
Yeah! No, they can't.
They seem confident. Thank you very much. Come on, Avery, back to you.
Oh wait, come on, Avery. Sorry, yeah.
Thank you so
Sorry,
much.
missed that
We are
fixes.
drawing ever closer to starting this
Course,
competition, kicking
right here.
off and jumping out of that battle bus. We have to highlight a few more duels for you. I wanted to start pretty easy here, right? Janice and Vidil. I mean, EU fans, you guys already know what these guys are capable of. And here's just a handful of stats. And you know, these stats don't look that crazy vivid.
I'm saying this now. If either Mr. Savage and I drop, or Hen and Vortex become first in today's day, because I can't cast tomorrow, you know, do tomorrow because.
And it's so exciting to finally get a chance to see
No
them
clutcher.
compete
I'll do it once
on
game
that
starts.
international
Right?
space because
If
we are looking
I drop
as
in
well
Savage
at the European FNCS
or
champions from Chapter 3 season
Vortex
three,
and
Zach
Hen
Roberts and Vidil.
become out
They are
first,
a dynamic
like
duo.
on top,
They don't wanna mess around. Even
on
in one of the intro
on
games
day
that we
one,
saw,
I will
the only
do
person that Vidil
200
said,
push-ups
"You
on
wanna
stream,
contest us?
no
That's
cap.
fine. 3 points for
You
us."
guys know I will do it.
Confidence. Listen, I love the confidence out of everybody. Also, you know, shout out to Trippin, right? Because like his interview went, yeah, I'm playing with Thomas. We're gonna do great. Like it literally can't go bad. That is a lot of trust in your duo right there. Love that.
You love to see it. Talking about Vidil and Janice, they're currently uncontested at Greasy Grove. What does this mean for this duo? Having a peel
I know,
line
Josh. It's kind of
uncontested
sad.
that literally 6 other regions, and even your own said, "No,
Bro,
no, no,
it was
you
a
have
joke.
that,
I
that's
don't
fine."
actually have a Zen. Chill out.
This is how it goes, okay? You pretty much get to play all 12 games, right? But because you aren't contested +1, you aren't finding any of those early fights. So you have to go forcefully find some of these fights, and it can be very, very hard when the pressure's on.
And dangerous, chat. They can be dangerous.
Cheering on the stage.
David, have you looked at the drop map? They're literally double conned, mate. And last time they were conned, which was last season, they came like 40th, mate. And that was only conned by one team. They've got 2 of the best teams in the entire fucking world. Harrop, be quiet. You're washed.
It's another entirely to be in front of a live
Come
audience
afoot.
where when you got
Come
the cheers
afoot.
going behind you, you never know where that momentum might actually influence you to go next. I wouldn't be surprised for some of these players to really have to hone in on a lot of that mental discipline to not let themselves get distracted by any of the flashing lights or the noise. Just stick to what they know.
That's right. Let's talk about another duo, Clicks and Duke.
I feel like once you get into endgame, it's much easier. But like early game, you can. Bro, they got cameras there. Look how thick those cameras are, bro. That's probably 4K.
Clicks fans rise up. What can we expect from this duo?
Listen, I'm excited, right? Because Clicks has been improving from.
Bro, Clicks has just got an FNCS shirt on. He make chap. NRG makes so much. Oh no, he doesn't. I was insane. But like, it would even make sense because he makes so much money. And NRG makes so much money off them. Like,
And it's impressive how well Clicks
then
has
like he also
managed
makes money off them. You know what I mean?
simultaneously between this pro player aspect as well as the heavy side of content creation. I think that it is not very
Content
easy to maintain
creation.
both those lifestyles. And not only that, but when you have somebody as experienced as Duke right next to you, I can understand where the trust comes from this duo.
Bum,
Knowing
bum,
that they're against Pink and
bum,
Mouse,
bum, bum,
potentially at Fort Jonesy, I do believe we heard them mentioning though a possibility of just splitting at the start.
Well, listen, I love the fact that you mentioned
They can't split Joneses unless they literally straight do not shoot each other and just walk through it. They can't split it. They just can't. There's just no way. There's literally no way.
Live crowd, so maybe he'll just straight up embrace it, and it'll fuel him.
That's right. I have to highlight this duo, man. Your FNCS Asia champions who are competing on this stage. There they are, Zagu and Meram. Remember, these are FNCS champions. They literally just won the FNCS that passed. And now we will see them compete when we look at the stats, man.
Bro, this guy. Oh no, I can't say that. I'm gonna get
So we were just
cancelled.
talking
But
about, you know, Vidil and Janice, who
if you know, you know.
a lot of people's favorites, right? But right there, they had.
And
one
then this
of
guy.
those Elite Cups right there. I saw them have
Gang, gang, gang. God, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. Chill, chill, chill.
They literally have printed out sheets of spots on the map, things that can help them out through this competition. Anything to give them the edge.
And from the moment that we saw just how much energy
That's a drop map, bro. That's a drop map. That's like the most detailed drop map ever. Did you see that chat?
Their faces do not indicate any sort of nervousness. They could very well be a big part of the bamboozlement to take place here with the international flavor.
I mean,
Oh, and Hen, you're gonna get disqualified from the tourney. What are you doing? I know, bro.
Really well for one of these duels. It could be really messy. I mean, what do you think, Vivid?
Can't do that, bro. Can't do that.
The Rave Cave. Listen, I think, you know, ultimately Commandment Avery are going to be comfortable. They did win an FNCS from this POI.
Chat, I love this music.
Zygu is landing on the outskirts of that, so I don't even know if they're going to take any of those early fights. But again, as the game develops, if they start to struggle on Storm Surge in the later parts of the game, they might want to start taking that early fight.
But there is usually enough space surrounding Rave Cave for duos to not necessarily have
One
to
sec, I'm
look
gonna
for
text
those
my
early
dad,
engagements
asking
they
if I
don't
can
want
have
to. And you also
have
have
a
to keep in
snack.
mind that they're not the only ones that are going to be landing there. There's also going to be Thomas HD and Tripper. That is a notorious favorite spot for them to go, is that south side of the Rave Cave. So curious to see where exactly these zones are actually taking these players and how their encounters might actually shape up.
That's right. There is a duo here that is quite terrifying. You know, out of Brazil, not a big deal. The fans of them are up here in the audience. It's King and Ed. I mean, if you... the crazy thing is, King is one of the most winningest players. I mean, the crowd's already going crazy.
There it is.
One of the most winningest, one of the single-handedly craziest mechanical players you will ever see in your life. But when you pair it up with just stopping power, which he also has by himself, he is a one-man army.
Yeah.
One man army.
King representing FaZe, and shout out and congratulations to Ed. Recently
Definitely higher up.
before the event, signing the Team Liquid. Amazing
FaZe.
opportunity
Wait,
there.
he's
I
in
see him
FaZe?
drip out in
Bro, look at that eyebrow, bro.
Invitational.
The eyebrow looks sick.
About this is
I'm not even joking, chat.
we're here in person, right? So we can go into the practice room.
Bro, I'm gonna play like Hen after this. That's not good. We've still got like 3 hours.
Day and night, in and out. And listen, they were dominating players from every single region.
But the sheer
Chat, they're in the
presence that
queue
you have
right
as
now.
an international player.
I
And
know,
I'm speaking about
maybe they're
King
just
here
warming up.
because the fact that he actually has audience members with signs of his name
Yeah.
at an NA-based venue, that alone speaks volumes for the kind of impact that he has had
I mean,
on the Fortnite scene.
He's only in Brazil.
These guys are
Like,
uncontested.
is that really that far?
We
It's like
already
as far
know
as Europe.
what this means for everybody else. It means they're going to get a free pass into the mid game. If they are allowed this opportunity, what the heck is everybody else going to look to do to try and stop
See,
it?
they're in.
Nothing. 12 games of pure aggression from King, and that's what it means. Just straight up, nothing else.
Bro's waiting.
And also,
They
just a
literally
really
can
quick note
dispatch
there
it.
about Ed. He has
Whenever.
been
That's so cool.
steadily improving with each of his performances throughout the entirety of Chapter 3. So if the momentum kind of keeps going in that direction, again, I don't think that international gameplay is going to disappoint by
Bro,
any
Ref
means.
Squad
These
got his
guys are
own
amped
one. That's
up.
so
They are
cool.
ready to showcase their representation for their region.
And the match started. It hasn't
Right,
actually
we wanna
started
come
yet.
on over back to NA. We got to talk about Fams and Snacky, an iconic duo, to say the least.
Pretty good.
Final and definite. I'm only gonna.
That's pretty right. Only, you know, 2 FNCS wins, just the chapter.
Hello?
Third place, all that, you know, and the aggression.
Hello. You know King
I can tell you right now,
literally beat every pro in EU.
They do not like the lead till the tower.
Yeah,
At least
that was solos, mate. He's a solo player.
And I think that's gonna play into
I don't think he can.
Yeah, he's a good duo player as well. Have you not seen him, bro? He's also a trio player.
No, I'm pretty sure they're gonna
Mate,
be
it's duos, festivals, so Tris. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but duo, he's still
Chat.
a good team player, bro. He's
Okay, chat.
King is way better.
You guys are fucking crazy. In 1 hour, 186 views, 33 likes, 8 watching, chat rate 2. What?
Surprised you're getting that after like putting Vino and Queasy are gonna win it, which they're not, by the way.
How do you know? How do you know? They literally won the NA East and EU Elite Cup finals, like the last ones that happened.
Yeah, Elite Cup. That's Elite Cup. That's not FNCS.
Yeah, but NA East and EU back to back.
Hennessy, did you on there?
Back to back.
Oh.
And they are also, yeah, I did undefined. And they are also uncon.
Bro, it was so funny, like I came back and I was hearing
So is
Hennessy
King.
voice. I was hearing
Bro,
Hennessy
I'm
voice.
just saying, King's gonna easily, if they get into a mid-storm fight, which they won't, but if they say, they, like,
some of them are probably just really good at hiding their nerves, because being at these events,
like, they will, like,
time and time again.
King will easily clap them, though.
Bro, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna lie, I think like the best fighter in the
If you
entire,
support Vino and Queasy, you're gonna cringe.
yeah, I don't know, like the good.
Well, no,
fighters,
the
I
one,
think there's-
no, bro. The person I'm rooting for the most, which actually currently has the least votes, are on my poll, which is And Epic Whale, bro, they need to win, bro. Like, I'm all for controller gang, bro.
Epic Whale was washed. He's too slow.
Fuck my team, mate.
Mate, he's not too slow, mate. He's way better than you.
He doesn't have the Zen anymore. So you lose.
Fuck my team, mate. Okay, look, yeah, but like, look, hear me out. Like, the
did you go? Did you wait? Hen, show us your Zen. Show us your Zen on stream.
I don't have a Zen, man. That was a joke. Chill out.
Bro, if you have a Zen and you're still
Right, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen, and this is why I was deafened. Right, I'm muting Clutcher. It's too much. Right, okay. You ready to cast with me? I'll screen share just so you can see what I'm seeing.
Clutcher, shut up.
Just mute him. Just mute him.
No, I'm not gonna mute him. Just like, shut up, Hen. No, not Hen, Clutcher. Please. I'm ready to cast, homie.
Let's go, bro.
Was that Mini Miner?
Yeah, it's Mini Miner, bro. He has 40 viewers. And he's considered an influencer. Before you came, if this happened, if he didn't become a caster, bro, he would have had to quit YouTube. Chat. Oh.
Jam, and then down at the Synapse Station, Joe and Ziandi, which are no longer contested because now Baka and On1 have moved north to Mr. Savage and his duo.
Because he's not getting any views.
Yeah, he gets none.
I'm super excited as well, but things can change, of course.
So what? Doesn't mean you should quit YouTube.
Mate, he has 40 views and 100k subs. He's pretty much ruined his channel. He's out of the algorithm.
Be on the lookout for some of these players and teams that are thinking, actually, you know what? Let's switch things up.
Maybe because he's a caster.
Plan D, plan Z.
If he didn't.
That's what I love about Fortnite, right?
And how much views do you get? Sorry, with 605 subs.
Yes, and I get 9 viewers, and he gets 40 with 100,000 subs.
Yeah, and that's 100,000. You wouldn't get like.
We're not doing too good.
I mean, to be fair, you would have 1,000 actually.
I'm excited to see who's going
I guess you're right.
Right, think about it.
They have been in the player lounge going against each other, even in creative, you know,
like
doing 1v1s, 2v2s, and I mean, there's so much.
It's like 2k subs per viewer. Think about it like that. You can feel the energy, can ya? Oh my gosh, Clyde.
Bro, I'm right there with you, man.
It's not Clyde.
I cannot wait to see all of the action unfold before our very eyes. We're almost there.
Oh my gosh, chat, this is so
before we
exciting.
start the battle bus on its journey.
How is it so exciting? It's FNCS.
For you longtime EU fans as well, you know these guys recently just won a DreamHack. They've literally been first and second place.
Bro, why can I hear like
in a solo
echoes?
competition? They were the best 2 players at the tournament.
You know, and the thing that I love about Cammy and City is that kind of reminded me of myself, right? That really slow, methodical game.
Clutcher says he's gonna cast.
I'm not gonna go for anything.
He's obviously not, mate.
He wants you to unmute.
Play their game out.
That top 10, top 5 consistent every single game because they are laying at that mid-map spot uncontested.
Yeah, the infamous
He says he's not going to be cringe.
Everybody in EU and just about the world has basically come to know exactly. But I am curious to see how their surge management
there we go.
unfold throughout the entirety of Chapter 3. I don't think they really
I'm Ask Homies Leader Bro. How's it going?
It is important to note that for this duo specifically, they don't really like fighting early. And
No, this is good, Ask.
Really, he's got Zen.
So naturally,
shut up, fam. I don't. Stop. Actually, stop on me.
Where their surge management is going to come from, and I think that is something that they're largely just going to.
You're kind of lucky that you even have one, bro.
Bro, I don't have one. They literally banned me.
There are a lot of teams landing around them.
Okay, can you please stop?
Kind of where they're landing. And also center map, you know, cold and center.
Okay, just like Clutcher. No.
Lake kind of area. So if any of those teams kind of
let's go short.
from some of those early spawn situations,
bro, you do realize, Josh, games are literally just about to start. Wait, what? People are back in the lobby. What happened? I think it got delayed, chat, or some shit. Bro, chat. They were in the. Maybe someone didn't get in.
Unmute him.
We had a game plan. We did not find the chest. We did not find the thing. We got tagged. Someone has pushed on our.
That's just not going to be weird,
apparently.
apparently.
We need to change up something.
What
does that look like,
I'll
man?
time
Right?
you
Like,
out.
if this was EU FNCS, I'd be like, oh yeah, no problem. I got all the notes for you. But it's NA.
He can't join or talk for a day. All he can do is text, and I don't even know if he can do that.
Be accounting for, and not only their own meta. It's the own.
No, he can't. You timed him out.
I know they're from BR. And
That's so funny.
Great.
I mean, listen, you're bringing up a great point there, right? Like, how? You don't have
Bro,
no
I'm not gonna lie.
a lot of these teams.
How do you have 100 viewers on this stream? This stream is not
Two
gonna be
view-
fun to watch.
200. Why not? It's us casting it.
Because they're just straight up hard. The
I know, but like, I'll cast it for one match and then I'll get bored.
And the competitive lobby meta
I should be
is
at that, bro. I should be playing.
throughout the course of each of these 12 games in this weekend. I think that is going to be a really crucial aspect.
World Cup vibes, even though I didn't play back then. World Cup vibes. I know, bro.
It's basically World Cup, no.
Apart from it's not in a stadium, but it's still like.
As far as are concerned, touching back
No, it's basically World Cup if you think about it.
So fun. Chat, let's go. Let's drop like and sub if you enjoying the stream.
Record, by the way, first 3 zones, they have a less than 5% of elim scoring throughout those first 3 zones. So they don't
Claps is probably gonna be like moaning in your chat.
Absolutely crazy.
What?
Indeed. You know, a duo I feel like could be a
He's probably gonna be moaning in your chat.
that I really want to see kind of win it all.
Let's go, chat. Thanks for 34 likes on the stream. We only need one more
in
for
NA has come
35.
second place. So
Can't you do like a split screen of it and also play Fortnite at the same time? Like,
Why did I do that?
we know this duo is absolutely
because
incredible.
no one wants to
They're
watch
some of the
this.
toppest caliber duo
They obviously
that
do,
NA
mate.
has to offer. Yeah. But Edgy just hasn't been able to grasp that #1 spot. And what I feel like for me to come out of this event,
Because
saying,
you've got
"I
100
wanna play the
views.
Swarovski trophy, baby." That'd be pretty sweet.
9
Okay,
viewers
what's up,
and
Edgy?
208 views in an hour and 8 minutes.
You know, we're laughing at him getting
Quizzy's gonna win. Pray, that's exactly what I said. I said it's either that or Reek. But I want Reek to win, but I think Quizzy is gonna win.
Thanks,
Mate, they unconned and they won
And
back
also-
to. They're unconned. People
Well,
used
yeah, but
like
why
they're
do
unconned.
people
They
just
won
like?
EU and NA back to back
Yeah, but
Elite Cup
that
finals.
doesn't make a difference. You've got like all other players from different regions.
Yeah, but EU and NA.
Yeah, who cares about that? It's Elite Cup as well.
Mate, you do realize 75% of the players on LAN is EU and NA East.
Literally none of them are willing to budge
Yeah.
from this spawn.
It's crazy. Literally, Bleed, a Middle East
Yeah, but
player,
the Brazilians
chose.
are crazy,
Bro,
bro.
Bleed, chat, a Middle East player, chose Macwood, who is NA, right? But then Bleed couldn't play, so then Macwood chose Canada, which means that Bleed's a Middle East team, who's supposed to be a Middle East team, is now not Middle East and is NA. That's like, bro.
What more could we possibly say about this duo? They've basically been winning
Come on.
everything as of late. Queasy is looking in
6.2.
Vino
6.2.
He's ready to go.
That's from Elite Cup Finals Week 6.
Getting too excited, bro.
They won 2 games out of 6.
Very heavy when it comes to the bottom.
That's good,
Pretty much
Josh.
I've just done it for the past 5 years. Very intense.
I think it started now, chat. I think that people are actually in games.
A VOD review and been like, wow, I am impressed.
Yeah, see, they're back in here now.
Right? You know what I mean? I've seen pretty much everything that these players
Josh, I completely agree with you on that mini minor thing.
Yeah, Mini Mine is definitely going to win, chat, 100%.
If he doesn't, I'll eat my sock.
You're going to be eating a lot of socks, because I don't think he's winning any games.
Like I said, I've never been impressed.
That's just toxic. Neither are you.
He seems so clean. Every single action that he
Wow.
does, it seems like it has a purpose.
Chat, that looks like Tifu right there.
I've never seen that out of an individual player.
I know it's not. It's Seti. Seti, I think.
Like Tifu.
Does, but I'm pretty sure it's Seti.
You look like Tifu.
I'm Tifu. Come on, Queasy Vino.
Yeah.
Queasy, come on, Queasy, you can do it, fam.
Look into the camera. Look into the camera.
Getting a victory royale dating all the way back to chapter 2 season 6 without being a consistent
No, go
IGL.
close
He
to
just
it.
knows how to stay cool, calm, and collected in every single competitive environment.
And I love the fact that you're bringing up the IGLing aspect.
look at that eye, bro.
High ground takes. It just always seems so methodical and flawless. The pairing is very, very well. And then that's not even like one of the most exciting parts of it. We've seen the finals mid that work out so well that keep them alive into the end game. Very
Chat, just look
And
at
it's
this
kind of like
viewership right
having
now.
a silver bullet, right? You have Vino there ready
Just look
to
at
go.
look at this
If
view.
you're Queasy, you're just thinking,
Look at
okay,
this viewership,
I need
chat.
to go accomplish this
What?
goal. I'm gonna point my silver bullet in a direction. There's an enemy
one
over there. I
second.
don't
I need
like.
to-
Vino, why don't you just go 1v2 them for us, and then bring their loot and ammo back and builds, and then I'm gonna be up on high ground. Okay? I'll see you in 30 seconds. That's not a joke.
I'm laughing because, you know, 1v2s, right? They seem impossible, especially on the international stage. But no, like, literally, Vino, he just does it so often, and I cannot wait to get to the game.
That's right. Guess
That is very
what?
true, chat.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fortnite fans, we're ready. The battle bus is all ready. The players are on board. So let's do this. It's game number 1.
Game number 1. Woo! Come on, chat.
Here we go. It is time. Is one just big moment away from really kicking it off. All that preparation, we're going to have to put it into it. The battle bus is ready. Let's go, Jacob.
It is time. Game number 1 of the FNCS Invitational starts right now.
Oh, chat, they did this before when they have all like the... They have like all the people.
Overall, this is just amazing.
And just look at the concentration on the players' faces as they start to populate onto this world. Put yourself into their shoes. Imagine the pressure as you are.
Chat, this is crazy. Can't hear me.
Already know what's in store for us. It's going to be an incredible amount of action as we know there are so many contested drop spots.
Yeah, and already looking at the drop path, one of the biggest ones is going to be over towards Rave Cave, where you have Commandment and Avery, the most recent NA East FNCS champions. They're a little contested. Not going to be a hot fight right out of the gates against Thomas, HD, and Triprin, because right now they're just getting early game
Can you hear me?
done and ready.
That's right. And it is going to be so important for everyone who is contested to take
Hello?
and walk in the path of caution. You cannot
It's a
allow
bit
yourself to
glitchy.
make any
It
risks.
says
On that
RTC
Pro Cam
connecting.
junction, we already know there's several players on top of each other. Tilted Towers, remember,
Okay.
5 duos contesting this area,
Wait.
some of which are the most
Can this
notable.
go-
Bad Sniper, Noah Riley, Acorn, Edgy, Babs, and Snacky just to the south.
That's such a stacked stage. You might as well call that the Legends land. Let me tell you, if it's
Okay.
over on the side, you're talking about
You
Bad
got-
Sniper as well.
This is what you want to see, chat. This is what you want to see.
Cloudy, Condo, feet haven't even touched the
Cloudy Condo.
look like it's going to be Malibuka and Murstache on the ground first.
Oh wait, that's what it's called. Cloudy Condos.
For Russia, Murstache, for Lock DVI,
Nice blue prime.
Aqua here and Reese
Nice,
on
you know, you got that
the
nice blue prime.
one of the most respected
Aqua's right below.
duos right here.
Ooh, we got that.
If they really cut loose, they make endgame, it's over. You're gonna see Aqua
Chat, I'm not even joking. I think all 3 teams could literally just walk out of here stacked. It's literally got more loot than Rave Cave.
Look at Malibuka's loot already. A green prime, a blue Evo Chrome burst. He's ready to pack.
Is it ever Chrome?
He's probably waiting for Murstache to probably give him the go ahead. But
Ready?
another in a regional battle over towards Grim Gables.
Now what's crazy about this, I got to sit down with Muzz and Looter. They are feeling exceptionally confident in beating Larson and Smite, but you have to put yourself into this kind of position right now. There's pressure all around you. To me, it's looking like Larson and Smite have the advantage right now.
I mean,
Just take a
Larson,
look
sorry,
at the
bro. Look
focus
at
right
Larson.
here, right? This little bit of high ground, they have them almost trapped.
Bro, they're probably not gonna fight
The
it.
thing is,
Actually,
right
they
now,
are. Yeah, they're
Larson
fighting.
is a
They're
little
fighting.
bit separated from
Wow.
Smite. That is a little bit towards low ground. You know as well as I do. All it takes is 1 second of separation to kind of do one of
1
these
second.
teams in, as Mariah and Vico over here towards Reality Tree. Another contested drop. But you can see this is only game number 1. Nobody wants to put it all on the line just yet, but I might have spoke too soon. Larson would get it.
Muzz, let's go!
A ton of damage on the
Come on.
Muzz. Looter trying
Nice.
to back him up, and it looks like they
Come
got
on,
the
Muzz!
elimination of
Come on,
FNCS.
Down goes Larson, and the quick finish for Looter. OCE
Shit on.
gets to claim the first on
Bull
the show today.
shit
It's Smite now,
on.
left with the pressure of the world on his shoulders. Can he escape these OCE players? It doesn't look very possible. We all know from the past experience that Looter and Muzz are some of the fastest and deadliest when it comes down to these
Right, put the audio
engagements.
back
And they're
on.
hip to hip right now.
Yeah, Smite right now, he has to figure out a way to just really stay alive, and it looks like Muzz and Looter, they're trying to decide right now, Monster, do you continue to try to fight against Smite as he's looking to try to get that reboot card onto Larson as the third-party shots are beginning to come in from the distance, and that's the thing, you know as well as I do, any drop that's contested, and you have that early game fight, and especially it builds
Hello?
just like this,
Hi.
there are so
Okay.
many teams that are going to look at you to get their surge.
Now in the past,
Okay, right, you
Smite
got
has
Muzz
been
on
known to
top.
walk away with at
Already
least
got that
one
elim.
elim in
Trying to
every
look to
single
get
major game. this time he might actually break his streak that he's been on. But Muzz and Lunar,
Can you not watch stuff? Like, watch my screen chat, mate.
Take their time and not overcommit even in the 2v1.
I'm just watching the streamers.
So let's get to the real battle. Cloudy Condo, Tayson, Chapix taking on this big duo toe-to-toe. It's Mustache and Malabuka.
No, I've got it up and I'm putting it on mute.
8% win ratio when contested. The odds are not looking
Okay, Tayson, Chapix, then reason A.
Oh my gosh,
with that
this is like the most fun spawn fight ever, man.
On A and Aqua, they have that high ground, just put damage onto 2 different players. They're like eating at a buffet
Stash,
right now.
See, look at that loot already, Jack.
Low ground.
Mr. Savage is down. On1 and Baka from NA West. They're trying to take control of that POI, but all
Savage is gone.
are here. But you gotta keep notice while all the action is going down between Malabuka and Mustache. You see Aqua and Reason just trying to keep their distance.
Oh, eye drop is gone.
How they fight back. They are not just allowing this team to third party them. Reason gets super hurt there, and it looks like the battles in the distance get
Savage
to
is just not keeping up with the game.
And now this fight rages on here. Reason all of a sudden has such an advantage.
I'm telling you now. He's not though, is he?
All those shots, the entire tables have turned.
Yeah, and it does look like the
They
NA
were
West,
fine on
Baka
scrims.
and On1 have solidified
Yesterday,
Chrome Jam
with
jumps
like
into
this
themselves.
lobby,
Down
they were
goes Mr.
fine.
Savage. Down goes eye drop. NA West makes some noise.
That's right, and now for Jace in Basel, another team that was contested in the early kind of situation. It seems like they've won themselves some space. They're vibing out. Look at the Storm Surge tag here as they start to fight back the teams that are out on the outer edges here. What a great spot to be, especially with the zone house
quick stat.
right on top of them. They have so much going for them now. They don't have to worry about that. Whoa, a big fight though.
Oh, and he's emoting.
In fact, that's the replay there. I love that we got to catch that.
And you can see the strategy coming out from On1 and Baka. They switched up their drop spots this
mean, Mirror's also controller chat, so I don't
practicing there all season long. They're just adapting on the fly. As you see Booga, Mira, we already talked about that uncontested drop spot of Chonkers Speedway. The zone is kind of above them, and they're one of those teams that just wastes no time trying to figure out what that game plan is. They're going to try to get to zone and then worry about Surge when all those other teams that are south and east of them have to go past them.
And the Middle Eastern, one of the few representatives of the Middle East community here, and Andalex, what a monumental task to step up here and for the first time ever compete with a duo. So we love to see what we have going on here. So much representation of all of our spaces. You know what I saw, which is in the feed as well?
The format in the top right chat.
Looks like Peppo found one too. So little
See, like,
exchanges happening
this is what I
everywhere.
mean.
As now we jump over Vino and Queasy.
What?
Some of the best at Shiny Sound.
Yep, you see them just going for their own Surge. This is going to be one of the wildest lobbies we've ever seen. If you're down on Surge at any point in the game, you're forced to play catch up to all these elite teams who know exactly how to handle their own Surge if they are above. But one of the big teams, one of the favorites to possibly take the competition overall. Janice and Fadil, Greasy Grove,
Vino has 18 chunks.
everybody knows what they
I know, Josh. Like, this is what I mean. Do you still think they won't win?
In solos, trios, and duos. 3 different game modes. Such a
Vino and
team that we have
Queasy.
together. That's
Vino had 18 chugs out of North Sleepy.
What a team right now. Remember, they were contesting Clicks and Duke down at the Joneses. It seems like things might have
Vino's won FNCS, you know.
There's a single elim
James has 20 chugs, really.
there too, so that's a pickup.
Yeah, and for a lot of these teams today, this is
Kondo
is
just gonna win, bro.
Filling each other out, trying to figure out how
I
everybody's
mean, right now, in this game at least,
it
it does look like the fight has calmed down, chat.
Probably towards the end game, it's gonna get
Look, Mustache with
very quick.
6 and 5 chugs.
Yeah, I know. I've put them on my thing, I'm pretty sure, haven't I?
And I love that you say that because what they have to
15% of you guys.
Tayson isn't getting anywhere.
Eve's in chat, by the way. Oh, let's go, Primal. Make sure to drop a sub and stuff.
You know, kind of guide our hands dirty. Let's go and move out. And you notice that they also managed to take home the medal as well. Everything else, man, you can find it on your way out, right?
What's that pickaxe?
It's the toughest resource to rebuild back is that medal when you were at the draw spot. So this is a team, they'll bounce back.
Yeah, and it's also one of the first
Malabuko. If they play right,
let's go,
they might have a chance of winning this.
Yeah, it is pretty fun, not gonna lie. It's pretty fun.
These guys are stacked. Oh my god.
Oh my. The maps are a bit lacking.
Oh, these are the Chinese kids.
Yeah. I made a racist joke before, I'm not gonna say again.
current reigning champions of the
Did you even
Japanese
point it out?
region.
There's King, my man.
Of the Asia region here. Now we jump over to Ed and King. One of the
I
most
hope he does well though. Like, I want him to get back in the spotlight.
Much he's really risen.
Exclamation mark. I'm not exclamation mark. I'm just gonna reload it, chat. Just
You're sitting in the bush.
But it's not enough to get a pat on the back around here.
Canada and Matt would. Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Everyone find out about this before.
No, Canada's pretty stacked.
Your replacement
Canada, you do realize it's pronounced Canada.
Yeah, I don't care. Canada.
336,000. Right, can you let us see the game?
They finally takes it out by himself. A great shot here, and now he steps up.
Vortex. Why is Vortex? Wait, why is Vortex like?
There's two different
testing.
There's Vortex and then Vortex.
Really get too busy
too
early.
Okay.
There's so many players that right now you see 95.
Vortex is the worst one, isn't
Storm
it?
Surge actually activates Monster. This is probably going to be one of the most scariest things I've seen in Fortnite in quite a while.
That is true, and Bevies and Vortexes are really considering peeking out. Now, one thing we spoke about with the professional players is that
if you've got your PC, it's really not hard. Like, literally, I got my laptop. Obviously, it's a laptop, but, like, PCs are still pretty easy to set up. You just install Windows and you're done. Like, I literally went live on the same day. I went live at midnight on Christmas Day. As in, like,
not quite there, Tokata, but close enough. I got you, Monster. We're going to be taking a look at North Shiny Sounds, where we have a fan-favorite duo, Queasy and Vino. I find it interesting how they were playing split up here. Queasy was on the low ground, taking shots from opposing duos, but Vino above on the balloon was able to get free tags on the opposing duos that were looking at Queasy, and having this split
Still not gonna win. Oh my! Okay.
is crucial for getting
See,
those
this is
free
what I mean,
tags
bro.
and able to
Do you
set
still think
yourself
they're not
up for
gonna
that
win?
late game.
Like, bro, their Uncon, they have God Surge, like...
I didn't really mention it. Did you see
Yeah,
the 18 splashes
they're not
on
gonna
him?
win.
These guys
Oh,
are
Surge's warning, chat. Surge's warning.
that much heals, that's going to allow you if you are down on Surge.
Oh, no.
Fabs and Stacky.
Okay, these
FNCS
kids.
champions from NA West.
Oh, retakes in
on
this.
Storm Surge right now, trying to get themselves back
Wait,
up.
is that the guy in the
maybe the dust have settled,
shop?
and this is the aftermath. As you see, yeah, Fabs does have one elimination. 36
Snacky's
above
down.
the damage threshold. Even though right now they have a little bit of comfortability, that threat is still looming in the back of their minds.
That's right, and they rolled up. They took down a team there, and now they get to go ahead and reap the rewards.
What happened to
They needed
Alex?
those
What do you
tags,
mean?
but that's not going
Bro,
to be
you
enough.
see,
There's a little bit more in
bro,
front
you
of
see
them.
Ref's
A team that's well below the
Ref's
surge
got
right
raged
now.
on the highest point in the map. No, you might see them in a second shot.
Here, and it's not looking too hot. 220 damage below. I had so much time to catch up with Spy. He is an incredible, and I mean incredible player, but this is one of those decisions that you have to make now. No Riley.
Ref's got such a
Chat, this is so good, man. Like, oh my god. 90,000 people playing. I'm not playing.
This one is going to get close because I already talked about he loves to fight. Epicwell loves to fight as well, but Epicwell is also that
Ooh, that's a nice shot.
that 6-time champion.
Cool.
He knows when and where to pick
Come on,
his
Ree.
battles in
You got
every
this.
single one of
Oh,
these
there's still
situations.
130 below. Okay, you
Yeah,
got
Noah. Come on, Noah Riley. Come on.
No.
This is why they're not abandoning the fight.
Nah,
They have
Noah
to
Riley
push
for
to do.
the win.
Have around
No.
70+% win ratio when taking
Yes.
all these early game fights in these early zones. It's looking very good for them, but the Surge, no one can beat the Surge. That is going to be inevitable damage in the coming seconds. So this is why this fight's so important. Down comes the Chug Heal. They're just going to go in and sit there, try to get as much health as possible. Meanwhile, in the distance, Threats and Alice are starting to put shots in. So this is not a fight.
I swear, no one never plays with ads.
No, Ree. No.
Shots come in. Noah Riley wastes no time. They pounce in, and they're hunting now. Reeks on the run. Shots from the side. Who will steal away this elimination here? Someone has to get it in there. It is. They close things up. And
That's unfortunate. 21k, 27k. Holy shit.
See, I told you, Noah on top, bro.
Bro, shut the fuck up, bitch.
awful.
The elimination feed is just lighting up. Bars and Rays go down as well. This one is getting active very fast, but that's because of the storm surge. But this is something I feel like all of us preface just a little bit. Handling that storm surge is going to be so important throughout these 12 games.
Kanata and Macwood take down Booga and Miro in the feed. It is done. It is wrapped. Meanwhile, Asia's champions are finding some too.
You want no
it's in top left.
Are here and they need more tags. They're just 8 above. Well played for them to go ahead and find a few to keep them in the game. But let's get on over to that fight that is inevitably gonna continue. Tayson versus Chapit.
Tayson.
Exactly what happens when you split it, though. They split that drop spot.
Tayson's gonna
win
die.
it this season, bro.
Tayson's gonna die. Tayson's dead.
Yeah, Tayson's awful. Noah's gonna win, bro.
Oh really? Wow. Let's see about that. Remember, I wanted Reach team to win, but I don't think they were. Remember? Queasy just got killed. Nice. And so did Vino.
One of the few hopes for NA West this weekend right here.
So did I.
Talk to me about how they
So she didn't even
managed
go
to
active.
surge over Mr. Savage and iDrop, and now they're picking it up.
Just honestly talking to them before this as they were preparing, and when they finally made that decision to switch up their drop spot, they had a choice. Do you contest
Endgame is
Vortex? Do you contest Joe and Z Andy? They said no. They want to take one of the biggest names in Europe. They want to go against Mr. Savage and iDrop, and already it's proving to be fruitful on one coming from Mexico. This guy is a
Alright, everyone in chat, Noah's gonna win.
I'm pretty sure Muzz is alive. Let me have a look on this.
Yeah, Muzz is doing well actually. I thought he was gonna do quite good.
Why?
Because OC is a terrible season.
Yeah, mate, he won an NA. You do know he's an NA East Pro now.
Yeah, I know.
From outside the storm line. Tough spot to be in. You have
So,
a lot of water here, very little.
like, he hasn't had much experience, but then he is good.
Stacking starting to happen. Meanwhile, on the other side, some of the NA East best, Edgy and Acorn. Now, what's cool about this duo here is that Edgy and Acorn quite literally said, hey, the better the lobby skill-wise, the better I will perform. That is how much experience.
Okay, Nero died 43rd.
Against the best of the best.
And already, if you look at their loot right now, that 5-team contestation coming out of Tilted Towers. Honestly, didn't do too much.
Not yet, but I will do it.
The damage threshold as well. Shots continue to fire off on a Jew. He goes down. Elimination's gonna be cleaned up to Acorn. They get 2 to their total. And his teammate, U3, goes down as well. That's gonna be Vidil. No, Riley picking up some more eliminations as well.
What a quick way to finish that one off.
Acorn and Edgy.
There's a problem here. We have Bakken on one sitting on the walls. If NA East champions are most recent of Avery and Command, you can see they've
Chat Noah's gonna win. Chat Noah's gonna win. Or King. Or definitely not Vino or Queasy.
They will have to take a fight. That's no easy fight on the other side of the wall, but first tags there are going to go to the side of the NA East boys.
Yeah, Amon and Baka right now, they just need to play their game. They are down on Storm Surge in terms of commandment and Avery, 65 above, those traded shots. Actually, I wish Amon and Baka would have just stayed in the box because honestly, if they would have just waited a little bit longer, Storm Surge would have had these guys almost down and out and they could have easily cleaned those up. But right now, they're just playing safe. They just want to go ahead and make it towards their end game because this is one of the teams. They finished second in the last FNCS of NA West. They know how to fight with the best of them.
This is what it's all about. We show up for big moments like this. Can you step up to the plate? We are just moments away from the game becoming extremely difficult. The zone is only getting tighter and tighter. And take a look at how many players have huge pressure, rapid and endless now. And they have Clicks and Dukes in above them.
Wait, Coast, how you only... Have you only got 4K?
To look out for. Meanwhile, a single Elam already for Clicks on the other side. So they survived the drop. A huge shot. Clicks finds a 1. They're on to Andalect in the finish. 2. Clicks and Duke managed to get 2 more eliminations. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you got to give him credit though. He said it himself. He has that World Cup experience teamed with an FNCS champion in Duke. His first time in an in-person event, and he's already loving the environment. Even though he didn't take that off-spawn fight, it was so that he could make it toward this end game and continue to do things like that.
Alice and Gretz, they're communicating with a translator between them. NA East and Japan playing with each other, but hold up. Vidil, Janice, this is a problem. One of our favorites. When you look online, you look at Twitter, you look at what everyone is putting together for a top 10 list. You expect
No, Calix is not going to win this, chat. Hell no.
Janice was down inside of the storm. Vidil really couldn't go and save him. He has no HP really to regain. Merstash and Malabuka, another one of those teams towards Cloudy Condos who are nobody really fought it off spawn. They got some tags and left. 31 below. The pressure is on. They're so close to zone, but they can't necessarily travel to zone because they have to worry about Storm Surge that's actually doing a ton of damage.
31 below. Not looking good, Jacob. Tags are coming in. Clock is ticking. They do have heals. They can survive for a little bit more, but you hear the shots raging everywhere as the lobby turns online. But Dio fires back. He catches Macwood in the feed. That must have been incredible, and that's happening right above us. Meanwhile, turning the story around, Vadil is known as one of the greatest box fighters, literally made his name known for taking on fights and destroying players across Europe. Let's take a look at that one more time.
Yep, you see Vidil just kind of peeking through the cone, catching Macwood off guard. And honestly, it looked like Macwood was going to try to do the same to him, peeking through that cone. You better watch where you peek. Aseti and Cammy, another favorite to probably take the top spot here in this event. 306 above the damage threshold. They're still continuing to put that pressure on the lobby. That's exactly what you got to do when you make it to endgame, especially if you're a team that doesn't fight off spawn.
Becoming Legends, Cammy and Seti have 2 launch pads. They have material. They have heals. This just might be their game. But let's jump on over to Seat. KBR. How's it going here? 132. They have Z-Andy and Joe FN on the other side of the wall. It's going to be a tough one. 23 duos remaining here. The surge is still active. And now as the timer hits 0 and the zone reveals itself, we're going to start entering into the first moving zone territory. These next 25 seconds are going to be some of the toughest they have ever had to deal with. Remember, for some on this stage, this is their first LAN, an in-person event that they have ever experienced here, and they get to play it out now.
And this is where you talked about some of the players that had rotation. It is going to be so important. You see where the zone pulls. There's different elevations that these players are going to have to traverse through. If you don't have any sort of rotation, you're going to have to figure out how to recycle it. Otherwise, you're going to be living a nightmare.
Fadil, he has a launch pad. He's going to play for it. High ground. The first ones to go is Vino. It's Queasy. This is where you expect them to be. They're up top where they are so comfortable. Now, can they hold it all the way? The launch pad comes down. They don't want to stay there at the map. They're going to go in and switch it up. Merstash on the low ground down to 40 HP, but he still has some movement to work with.
Are you sure Queasy and Vino are going to win?
Gathering that information. He has a launch pad as well. He can try to find his way through, but there's so many players stacked all around him. They don't want to make it easy. But 28 above the damage threshold. He's not only looking for the perfect rotation, he's looking for some players to put some shots on. But a high ground goes over to Peppo.
Whoa, Asia on height now too. This is big. That's something you did not expect. But Vino and Queasy are now looking up to take it aside and go for it.
Let's go. Come on, Vino.
And it's all or nothing now. Vino fights for it. The wall gets
Come on.
It's not quite his. It's a battle on all fronts here. Can they win it off? And he does just enough. Vino and Queasy have managed to fight back for high ground in the first game of the FNCS Invitational.
Yep, and there goes Assault of the feed. Vidil and Janice, their run came to an end. Vico picking up Anas and Merstash. Whoa. 2 different players as Alice is trying to break through. 118 below the damage threshold. He knows he cannot stay in one place too long. Trying to reunite with Threats, but he goes
Alice
down
78
as well.
below Surge.
Really eating these guys alive. Alice has to do something.
He's dead. He's going to have to do something.
He doesn't know what to do. Finally finding one
Oh,
player.
nice.
The shot on. Still going
Nice.
wild. He's below, but that siphon coming through just in the nick
It's
of time
off.
to
It's
keep him
off.
alive.
Surge is off. Oh my gosh. Bro, stop being greedy, Philippe.
That's gonna buy him more time. That could be the absolute difference.
Come on, Cammy, Seti.
Seti and Cammy playing their
Vino
game.
and Queasy
Dance
on
like
hype
that.
chat.
Still alive as well. High ground has Queasy and Vino. Logren has Chicho and Trulix playing and leading the front side of zone. There's not a player in sight. Clix is still alive now, working his way through. He has lost his teammate. The full finish comes through. It might be all or nothing now. He still has so much left in the tank.
Yeah, but I'm not too worried about him because of him and Duke's high placement last FNCS was because of solo clutches from that man himself. But talk about solos. Joe gets one as D-Andy goes down. Shots coming in from the high ground. Pressure is there, but Joe's
20
trying to
people
find
are
his
lit.
way to the front
Live.
side of zone,
Top
but it's
10.
a hard journey.
Novice goes
Trying
down.
to find it. 12
So does
HP.
Yandy. So does Thomas HD to
Continuing to drop.
Acorn. Let's go, Acorn.
He's gonna find a moment
Trippin
of
also
an
goes
oasis
down.
to
Cammy
try
and
to
Seti
stay
are
alive
on
and figure out
height.
what's the next play.
Cammy and Seti
Queasy's dead.
down goes Clix.
Vino's still in Storm. What can he do?
I told you.
Bro, he's still got a top 8. Vino still is alive. Vino is still alive.
Very solid Chicho fighting his way, but no, Eddie comes through. It's Zagu and Marine, who's right above them there. Our FNCS champions of Asia are still here. Down goes Pamstu as well. What a huge elimination here.
Bro, Zagu in second place. Top 7, 11 players. Kami and Seti on hype in third place. Oh my god. Let's go, Sean. W's in chat. Vino is still alive. See, what do you mean, bro? He's got so many mats. So many mats. Go on, you got this, Vino. He needs to get True Lights. He needs to get True Lights. That's literally his only way out. Maybe Muzz? Or Acorn?
Acorn is as well. There's a set.
Please do not. Come on. Bro. Seriously now.
Chop Miram and Zagu. They don't have that high ground, but they have that mid.
Zagu in first place, bro. Vino on 2 HP.
No men miss left.
No men missed.
Here,
oh, and he goes down. In 5th place, very good game. Bro, that's a good game. What do you mean?
Meanwhile, Yumi and Cool are getting one step closer now to taking this fight. A huge shot out to Marine. He's gonna feel that one.
Bro, this dude could easily win it. But I'm rooting for Kami and Seti now. But oh no, Seti's down.
Oh my gosh!
Cool. Oh my gosh.
In the end game, 2 solos and a duo up top,
carrying that momentum
duo on top. Oh no, Kami and Seti are both still alive. Never mind.
So much more work to do. Seti and Kami, the
right.
only duo left in the game is Acorn staying alive.
You got Edgy maybe going for a high play here, chat?
On the back of Cool, trying to find his way through, but this like
my stream's not lagging, my stream's fine.
And they have the high ground and the recipe
Acorn is just chilling in Storm, but I think Kami and Seti have this out.
Seti is fighting back. Kami is fighting back. They're looking to get inside. There goes the Elam they were looking for. Just
oh, it's 1v1. Yeah, he wins.
But Acorn will not survive. Seti and Kami.
Kami and Seti win this game. Let's go.
Poland is the first country to take home a victory royale on the FNCS Invitational stage. These guys have came to play through and through.
What a fairy tale beginning for these absolute veteran ghosts. Some of the hardest workers we have ever seen enter into the ecosystem, becoming legends. Seti and Kami must be absolutely proud. Acorn and Edgy, they were just incredible. Wait for Acorn to truly step up to the table there and clutch this one out. And he said it, put me in the best lobbies, I will put up the numbers.
Yeah, and for him, that's a little bit of a success, even though he didn't get the victory royale. Staying alive as long as he did, getting extra eliminations, and getting that top placement, that is just insane. But let's go ahead and throw it over to an interview with the winners.
Come on, chat.
I am with our Game 1 winners. Give it up for Kami and Seti! I must ask, what, Dzień dobry, first and foremost. Dzień dobry. Obviously, Game 1 winners, how was that being out there and winning in front of this amazing crowd?
It's amazing. I love the atmosphere here. It's really nice having a crowd again.
Excellent. And also, obviously, high ground reigns supreme. Once you had the high ground there, able to maintain, do you think that was the difference maker? You felt comfortable being above the rest of the teams?
Like, we knew that high team doesn't have much, so we just took it.
You took it. Going into the next game, much of the same? Do you have to constantly change strategy, or did it feel good playing against the rest of the world?
It feels good. It feels pretty easy. I'm not like denying the competition, but it feels really nice playing here. And yeah, we're just going confident into game 2. Still have to be consistent to the end of the tournament, then that's it.
Excellent stuff. Once more time, guys, give it up your Game 1 winners, Kami and Seti!
Woo!
Good stuff. Let's head back over to our man, Zeke on the desk.
Thank you guys so much. Game number 1 is taken by EU. This is going to be a tough one for everybody else. EU, let's represent, baby! Cammy and Seti, though, come out huge in game number 1. What's crazy, too, for a moment there, we watched Queasy and Vino go for height in 6th moving, right? But it's not them who end in height. It's Cammy and Seti.
It's crazy, big development there. I can't believe Cammy and Seti are the ones that actually end up on the high ground. I love the fact that you mentioned that there were a little bit of flip-flopping going on the high ground. Somehow Cammy and Seti, probably the least likely to, in my opinion, to find themselves up there, do so well played coming from them. And also, not to mention, this end clip right here doesn't even tell the full story. Seti goes down in that mid-game, and Cammy clutches up 1v2, which is why he has so many eliminations coming into this. And then to close it out here, just 2 separate solos, and they make easy work of them.
It was right around the start of Zone 8 that we saw Cammy just sweep Queasy completely off guard there on the flank. Didn't seem as though Queasy was fully aware of the fact, because there were so many teams trying to challenge that high ground at once, but it was Cammy and Seti who actually successfully walked away with it, and they just had so many builds. That vertical play throughout the entirety of 8th and 9th zone, there was just nothing anyone else could do about it.
And the thing that I love, right, is we came into this game and we were like, who's going to be nervous, who's going to be confident? I have never been able to tell that somebody is confident. After winning game number 1 of Invitational, it seemed like there was like no expression coming out of Cammy and Seti. There was like, yeah, that's expected.
That's what they're used to, right? That's how they won the most recent DreamHack. This is almost like, it's like their life is on repeat, but this time instead of DreamHack, it's MFT's Invitational, right? I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts. We saw a lot of like self-regional eliminations, right? EU eliminating EU, NA
we'll have a look at the leaderboard in a
NA.
second. I'm just loading up for it.
It was kind of crazy. I'm surprised there wasn't more, I guess, intermingling.
Big battles going on here, and it's really close towards the top of this leaderboard. Of course, Cammy and Seti finding themselves at the top. They're getting that victory route.
Okay, see, Vino and Queasy in 6th right now. That's really not bad.
But NA West also representing here, going down in that third place position. Sorry, getting 42 points on the back of so many eliminations.
But it was actually the 4th place position. And Noah Riley, bad sniper. They're walking away with 8 elims. That is a good chunk of points that they were able to compensate for, despite not being able to close things out. And I think ultimately we saw in the first 3 zones a little bit more EU heavy as far as the elim fee was concerned, but by the time we hit that mid game, it seemed as though all of NA and some of the international regions just really started to hit their stride, because everything just started lighting up immediately.
These 2 teams,
a lot of these players, right, they're using this initial game as a kind of a feeler, right? Let's just kind of see how this all works and everyone the land looks like, and then we'll look to go ahead and fight back. But real quick, we have a mini miner standing by. What you got for us?
Okay,
now we want to be taking a deep dive into one of our duos that will be deep diving into the dead side of zone. As a reveal, this massive screen right behind me. We're going to be talking, of course, about Commandment and Avery, our reigning NA East FNCS champions. We can see them on the screen right there, the little white arrows, and they've made a really, really interesting rotate this game. We can see the path that they are going to take, using all the way on that dead side of zone. Now you might be wondering, what is the benefits of dead side? Now you can see on the map, loads of those little arrows are on this side of zone, right? And this is the area that most teams are going to be at, because most of the POIs are going to be rotating into there. We can see Commandment and Avery using the sort of the mid-map rotation, right? You can see the in-game rotation devices, you can see the launch pads being used, you can see the balloons, and of course, you can see the slipstreams as well, and you can see them getting to this less congested side of zone. Nobody's there. What's going on? They have a free rotation, but of course, this comes with some problems, right? We saw them struggling with Surge in that previous game. It didn't quite work out the way that they were expecting. They weren't able to find as many players as they could, so the benefits for them are, of course, they're on the less congested side of zone. They don't see anyone, but that also has implications. You don't get the damage done, and you can see that in the last game. They were struggling for tags. Of course, we saw King and Ed doing the exact same thing, but they were able to find as many eliminations and as many tags as they possibly could, which kept them afloat. Unfortunately for Commandment and Avery, though, it didn't quite work out. I've got so many questions to ask, and who better to ask them themselves? Kelly, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mini Mine. Joining me right now, I have Commandment and Avery. And Avery, I gotta ask you, man, how do you feel about game number 1?
Surge was pretty rough. We had to run through Holler's shield pretty early, so we died on half zone. But we still managed to get 8 points for first game, just testing the grounds.
Well, good luck in that next game, guys. I'm sure you're going to be doing a lot better. I'm going to be joining over here Acorn and Edgy, guys. That 2nd place finish. What was going through your mind once you had that solo run?
I mean, honestly, it was all Acorn. Like, I didn't even do anything, to be honest. He's just the best player in the world.
Yeah, man, what was going through your mind?
I know I had
carry.
Like, I'm 100% going to get top 2 here. I was confident, and it went my way.
I love it. Congratulations, guys. You have a great start to the competition. Let's head on back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Kelly, and of course, Mini Miner, and shout-outs to the players. That was just game number 1. Now, this looks a little deceiving, right? For a moment, we celebrated Cammy and Seti. We think, okay, they got the victory royale, big deal. However, Acorn there, it's okay. They didn't get the victory royale, but that's not what they needed, right? They just needed to place high.
Yeah, of course. You know, Acorn, you can hear it out of Edgy right there. Best player in the world. Love that confidence coming out of the teammate. But again, you know, one of those solo clutches that we kind of saw was from Cool and Yumi. I think it was Cool specifically getting into that endgame, securing that 3rd place position. And we could saw it at one point in time. He was like in that 1v2 situation in that box fight, and he comes out on top and just transitions that all the way towards that 3rd place position.
You don't become FNCS champions without having this kind of a collective measure when it comes to your mental discipline inside these block fights. And not to mention the fact that they also had 7 E-limbs to boot to close this one out. So not only are they placing high, but they're also
Luton
making sure to
Muzz
capitalize
in
on those
16th.
E-limbs as
Okay.
well. And it is
I mean, it's Luton Muzz, so
when you're
I think that's
able
pretty
to
good.
try and establish these early leads, because this is a very competitive lobby. And I think, if anything, game 1 is only amped me up even more to see what these players are going to do.
Yeah, the individual performances coming out, and that's what matters so much on these
The deal
stages. You know,
20
we saw last season on the
Commandment
NA East region. Commandment is the one that won it with his solo clutch. So every single solo
See, when the good teams from EU go up against everyone else, they're
I
bad.
want to take a look at our standings
Exactly,
once
there we
again.
go.
And
Well,
again,
they're not
don't
bad.
freak out. This is just game number
They just
1.
don't dominate.
This is
Not
our
bad.
feeler
Because,
game, right? From here, we make
you know,
adjustments and
all
we
the
make the
top
changes we
players
need
are
to
the same.
succeed. Cammy and Seti, they did win game number 1. But with only 6 eliminations, they're currently sitting at 44 points. As we kind of start to go top to bottom, you know, we did watch Queasy and Vino. They did try
I'm at the
to
top
take
if you didn't
height,
know.
But I'm curious as to like what you feel kind of happened. How did that all unfold?
Let's go thanks to 14 watching.
The height take looked
crazy.
good, but something went wrong.
So we knew this was coming, right? We knew Queasy and Vino were going for the higher gun, and they had it going into that first moving zone, and then all of a sudden we were checking it out. You know, Runa and Pepper are all of a sudden on the higher ground, and Queasy and Vino are like, all right, fine, we'll give it up. And then like 5 seconds later, I look back up and Queasy and Vino are back on height. So, you know, they had the strategy there. Ultimately, Cammy and Seti just found the best of them, though.
You're just taking
One
that
game,
for
one.
Really quickly, let's go on over to our
Cammy and
friends
Seti.
Kelly and Adam, who are standing by on the stage.
Thank you very much. See, guys, are we having a good time? All
Cammy and Seti will
right,
win.
we're looking good.
You wanna bet on
Game
that?
1 is done, and game 2 is imminent.
However, we need your help, everyone, because our battle bus is out of gas
This is
and we
mad, yeah, I know.
power it with hype. So in the count of 3, I'm going to need
Wow,
you to get
okay.
as loud as you can possibly get.
All right.
Okay,
1,
chat, chill,
2,
game now.
3.
Woo!
We keep going.
Keep going.
Sorry.
It's almost there.
The official podcast is to get as loud as we can.
Keep going. Fantastic.
Let's go thanks to
Beautiful
15
out
watching.
there.
Oh my god.
It's time.
You guys
for
are
game
crazy.
number
You should drop a
2.
like and sub if you're enjoying the stream. Let's try get to 685
Set your
subs.
like highest view count.
No, my highest view count's 23.
The crowd is really coming together for that one.
Yep, and Acorn clutching it up by himself as a solo. Cool, and Yumi from NA West. But you got to give it up to EU, Cammy and Seti taking that top spot, and they're really putting the lobby on notice. Hey, we came to play, we came to take over.
So much representation from all of the players showing up in that last game there. NA West, NA East, Asia, EU, of course. You saw what they were able to do there. And again,
We love
that is
Roblox.
what makes this
Hi.
all
Wait, do you mean
worth it.
highest
That's
views or
why
Bye.
you tune in for these moments.
Yeah, but that was just game number 1. I'm pretty sure with game number 2 right around the corner.
What was it, that
nerves are
ninja
beginning to
giveaway,
settle.
giving away
Players have
legends
figured out
stream?
how the lobby is going to be. And one of the things I've noticed after that first game, everybody is stingy with Storm Surge damage.
That's right, but listen.
Highest
the
view
show
count?
must go
Okay,
on.
so
Let's
not
just
view
go
count.
ahead and keep
My highest
things
view
rolling.
count's 1.1k.
Thank you
I think,
guys
from,
so much.
Dragon
We're
Ball
trying to
Z
get our players
stream.
back on that
2
battle
hours.
bus so we can
Crazy.
start game
How do I get more
number
drops?
2. Now that we have a
So you
moment
can
here
just
to
watch the official
breathe.
Fortnite live
The
stream.
biggest
But
thing I
I'd
think on a lot of these players'
recommend
mind
watching someone like Aussie Antics, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
really?
surprise. We kind of
Okay.
thought that from the Middle East teams, right?
Yeah.
Aussie and testicles.
The biggest thing
Bruce is AFK, he's got 26,000 views.
Storm Surge.
Literally no personality chat and 26,000 views. I'm just saying, chat.
He does
At, like, at that point. Yeah, of course he does, but just not in that one time. Like, those 26k people watch me just for a second, bro. Like, for 1 minute, then I'm monetized.
You don't know how much, but you don't know how much personality.
Oh, be quiet. Yes, I do.
Bro, we're the ones who make content. You just sit there and laugh.
Really now?
Really? You sure about that?
Yep.
Cammy and Seti that actually closed out the
Said it
lobby,
yourself.
but it was Muzz and Looter who got the action going for us because we did see a decent amount of hesitation. It's kind of
Oh, look who's online.
I think game number 1 here at the FNCS Invitational. Nobody wants to be the first one out, but unfortunately, for Smite and Larson, that was the case.
Come on, play, bro.
Looter and Muzz actually winning out the immediate trade, and this is
1v1.
one of the POIs that we touched on at the start because we knew that Grim Gables was going to be popping. We knew that Muzz and Looter.
Come on, I'll say you're good. I'll say you're a good streamer.
With the other
1v1.
You want to know something? This is what I love.
Play
because,
1v1.
you know, we're talking about how some of these all-spawn situations are going to go down. And, you know, I was talking with some of the other analysts, and Taco included.
Bro,
and
did you see his face there?
I think this might actually, you know, play into their favor being contested all-spawn because, you know, Looter himself said NA East has been way harder than OCE. He thinks there's a lot more talent over here. And then Storm Surge was one of the things that he was most worried about. So the fact that they ended up being contested, and that game is a great example. They get that early damage done, those early eliminations, and they're set for the rest of the game. They don't even have to worry about their biggest worry coming into the Invitational.
Another duo that had a tough time getting going, Mr. Savage. It took a fight that maybe didn't quite go the way it was anticipating. Let's take a look at some of the replays and kind of talk about what we're seeing.
That one was definitely a bit of a heartbreaking moment because when a duo that hasn't even naturally been practicing this all-spawn situation up until recently challenges you and beats you. iDrop said it himself in the pre-game interview. I've been dropping here uncontested for the past year. It's not going to change the outcome, and yet we're witnessing the downfall of iDrop and Mr. Savage.
Yeah, and honestly, shout out to On1 right there because, you know, the discipline, right? Sometimes when you go to clear buildings, you're kind of just running down the staircase or running through corridors and it's like, I'll be fine, I don't hear him, I haven't seen him here. But no, he actually pre-builds off the wall, the floor, catches Savage trying to go for a sneaky little shot, and Savage at that point is just kind of caught in this box, and On1 cleans it up after placing that wall to make sure Savage can't get any control over any of those builds. So really well played from On1 for sure.
And something that's also worth considering, I think, for Mr. Savage and iDrop now is you have to remember when you have so much information out there on how you like to drop, loot, and land this spot, like what we've witnessed from this duo, I think that that is pertinent information because I would be very surprised if On1 and Vaca haven't been utilizing a lot of VOD review to their favor leading into this.
Yeah, I mean, iDrop himself said he's been landing for 12 months, so there is a lot out there on
basically, I said if
now
Mr.
the question
Savage
is, do we get the repeat of this again? Will we watch this happen again? Do we think they're
Win
going to
day
change
one on
something up?
teaching
Do they
push-ups.
feel now like they have no choice?
Right now, it doesn't look like it because they're both like last.
You know, I think that the players, especially up there, they are pretty set on going
after
for
one
the
game.
fight. So I think we're just going to see a fight happen again.
Yeah, I know,
you
but it's
game
only
one
6
jitters
games
are
on
kind of
Thursday.
I want them to do well.
Yeah.
Early in a game, you kind of can just sit there, right? You can mentally
Well,
reset.
end of the game.
Some of it's going to start
At the end of the day, you want every team apart from Bad Sniper's team and
come up with a new strategy with your duo, kind of talk to them. In that meantime, you pretty much had that whole game to talk strategy and kind of
Tundra and Vino.
Exactly, it's not the end of the world.
Imagine Bad Sniper and his duo when they can't defend you. There's the empty teams. Bro, Pink's just vibing, chat.
Not just for the players to have a chance to, I think, boost their placement points on the leaderboard, but also it's just the simple fact that they can make the tiny adjustments that they need to. As far as iDrop and Mr. Savage are concerned, now I think they're a lot more wary of the fact that On1 and Baca, they're definitely willing to take a super early engagement. They don't care about the fact that it's the first 3 zones. Both of these duos, I think, are going to continue trying to look to establish
better gaming chat than what they've
I love
got.
the terminology used right there. More aware, right? Because, you know, again, On1 just recently decided to land here like 2 days ago. So it's like, whoa, for Mr. Savage and iDrop. We had no idea. There's no information because this duo hasn't really landed here before. But now, game 1, the information is starting to reveal itself. On1 is obviously, you know, leaking some of those things just naturally as he plays through the games. And we know that Savage and iDrop are very well experienced, so they should be able to turn that into something positive.
Yeah, it's not kind of like the one beats all, right? There is going to be this back and forth that continues to develop. And it's kind of what we talked about like at the beginning of shows, that adaptability factor. How many duos could just say, okay, this went wrong, let's go ahead and change these things so that doesn't happen again, right? Fortnite is primarily a game of what you would call RNG, right?
Catching it.
Landed a POI, what's there? Where are the chests? Where's the guns? Where's the builds? And for these duos, they're trying to limit as much of that as possible, right? They want to find
I'm
that
not on a
spot.
swivel
Hey,
chair,
I know
am I?
there's a gun here every time. I know if I hit this building as I open this door, pick up this thing, I'll have 10 builds. That's a wall I can use.
Oh, shut up. I'm not tiny, mate. Be quiet. I got invited for invitation. Definitely did clutch. I'd love to see you on that.
What do we got to do differently?
Well, for Beppo and Runa, I was actually very happy to see that they were the ones that initially started off at that Lustrous Lagoon. And again, that was an uncontested draw spot for them. You're talking about loot, you're talking about resources, Zeke. There is ample of it at Lustrous Lagoon. A lot of these players have even been talking
I'll give
about
you
the
one more
fact
chance.
that
I'll
it's
time you
kind
out.
of crazy that they have gone this entire time leading up to the event without anyone wanting to establish an immediate contest at that.
It's way too expensive.
I like the fact that they were able to hang in that top 10.
Mate, you do realistically pay for you to get it right, Clutcher.
I think excellently there because the fact is there was a lot of traffic coming their way due to the
Right.
way that the zone
I'm half blind, okay?
outside. So the fact that they were able to not only
I exploded. No, the blood vessel's behind, but I exploded because I had a birthmark behind it, okay? And
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool.
like, I
really cool to
don't
see
mind
that they
people
also
asking about it, but when
high
people make
ground
fun of it, it's kind of cringe.
in the endgame.
From Greece to North Carolina, Clutcher, you get flown out if you get.
Just this one game, you may have a very good strategy that takes
You
out,
literally get
something that Queasy,
flown out
aren't used to.
if you
And
get
that's kind of
invited, you
that
get flown out, mate.
multi-regional invitational that is just so good, and all the strategies start to come out and catch players by surprise.
You got clipped.
You'll love to see it. This is just kind of our insights here from the desk, but we also have Mini Miner standing by to get his thoughts on that game.
Absolutely, Zeke. It's not just me, it's Takata alongside me as well. Now, we've been watching all of this action unfold behind the scenes. We've been able to see some extra POVs, Takata. It's been intense, right? We've seen some crazy plays.
Look, players from all around the world, it's what I love to see these players shine, right? Zagu and Miram, they were fragging out, Mini. They got, what, almost 8 eliminations in that match? Even players from the West Coast, Cool and Yumi, they were also popping off in that late game. And what's going on with Seti and Cammy? Up in the clouds, right? We never seen them
What is?
right? Playing up top, it's something that you love to see in game 1 of an international event like this.
And this is what the invitation is all about, right? We have so many different players from so many different regions bringing different strategies, but it can all change, as we talked about earlier.
Clutchy should it would be a good content video to get loads of views because that seems to be all you care about.
Cool and Yumi as well, you mentioned it, right? I had a few questions to ask about their surge. I actually spoke to them in person in the player area, and they said, we have all the answers, Mini Miner, don't worry, don't be concerned. And I was like, mate, you carry on. You do it, mate, if that's what they're going to do. And they're pulling out all the stops today.
I mean, they proved it, right? The way they played that late game, they were ready to dominate. But I mean,
Mini Miner God podcaster, bro.
I think that was
That's not a podcast.
thing, right? We had
That's a customer podcaster, mate. They're different things, mate. Right, I mean, the hype is definitely there. 70. Oh, okay, it has gone down a bit. Why is there so, like, so much of a, like, bro? It's been an hour since game 1.
Let's throw it back to them to see what they think.
You know, you got a good laugh out of our boy Vivid here. I'm down. I'm not opposed. Yeah, you chuckled. That was pretty good. Another duo I did want to take a moment to highlight on screen right now, Zagu and Miram, coming out of Japan. These guys were just
Japan, bro. 0 ping on Asia, bro. That's unfair. In opens, you just pre-edit every single fucker because they're all 80 ping.
Now, this is just out of game 1. And I mean, consider we kind of
KSI Chris.
testing Commandment and Avery
KSI.
over in Rave Cave. And they were allowed
Britain,
to
mate.
leave Rave Cave.
I mean, actually, no, Sue's just being a
think
mad.
that's pretty much what we can expect.
Where is he?
Something that I
Where
did
is
not
he?
expect, and
No, he's from
my
America.
eyebrows, they went up, right? I raised
He's
them.
from America.
That stat sheet right there. They did 2,200 plus damage this game. That is
Chat, the community building we're doing
incredible.
today is
You can see it
amazing.
right
You
here,
guys
a
are
lot of
all
it
getting
coming
to
from
know
this
each
game,
other.
actually
Like, bro,
picking
you
up
guys
a
need to
plethora
come
of
back.
eliminations. Their box fighting skills seem to
That'd
be
be very
catching a
fun.
lot of these players off guard in the game. Woo. Look at that.
Absolutely crispy and cooking inside of the box. It's looking like a full-on barbecue right now with Zagu and Mareem. The way that they were just lighting it up inside of that low-ground congestion.
Let's get extra 36 likes on the stream chat. We need 4 more for our current goal of
They have not
40
lost
likes.
sight by any means. They know exactly what's on the line here as far as regional representation is concerned, and you absolutely love to just see that energy kind of be reflected in their gameplay.
Jake Paul,
Yeah, I love the
boys.
fact you
Jake
mentioned
Paul,
energy. I
every
was
single
seeing
day of the
them walk
week.
around The player lounge, everything like that. You know, the
Adrian
walkouts, they always
T.
seem so
looks
happy, right? They're
deep
so
body
happy to
heels,
be here,
fucking
and they seem
sweatshirt.
confident as well. There's never really like a, you know, oh, we're worried to be here. No, they're just fully embracing it, and we can see it right there in game number 1. They, you know, they came on top pretty much.
when you have performances like that, I can imagine why they're so confident. Because again, I think a lot of duos may not have necessarily been anticipating some of this aggression that we are witnessing right now in Game 1 from the other international regions. But
he's literally whipped women with belts.
I do expect a little bit of a bite back from NA East, West,
I'm gonna
and
give you 10
EU.
seconds, chat.
I think for me, I'm looking forward to
10 seconds from now,
how many more
anyone who
duels
spams
try to go for
anything
height,
that
for
in
this
support of
instance,
Undertale will get a
They were
timeout.
just in that mid ground. They didn't even care about high ground. They're like, no, you guys battled out. We want more eliminations.
Catching monies and
We'll stay
happiness.
right here. Do you guys think that maybe more duels will look to just say like, look, our
How up?
strategy to win is that high ground. We got to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. We saw a lot of teams that actually like to play the high ground. Unfortunately, not making it into that game. They went down a little bit early. Like, for example,
He's
Agwin Reason,
literally whipped
and
women
also
with
went down another
belts,
one. Alex
mate.
and Bailey, we talked about them from OCE. They
Right,
love
okay,
to
so
play
he's
the
getting
high ground,
timed out.
and they just all three of them
That's
went
it.
down a little bit
And
early. So it could
Chris
change
only
big
said a
time.
couple
You know, we also
things.
saw Kanata went down a little bit early. Macwood loves to play the high ground, coming out of any.
You know I was
He's
joking.
Pretty much the only
I know,
thing
that's
that he
what
tries
I
for,
heard,
but
yeah.
being left as a solo, he couldn't really.
Couldn't
do
they
that.
start game
But
2
just
already,
look
chat?
at
You know what I
some of
mean?
these names that are located on the second page
Oh,
already.
I'm gonna go off.
You got Thomas HD, a Tripper,
Bro, you didn't even
King,
cast
and a
first
Nas. Again, I think Vico and Brian have been really exciting to kind of follow along with, especially since they're relatively newly formed here for the FNCS Invitational. I don't think that is an easy feat by any means
Guys,
to have to quickly adapt to your partner.
100%. And listen,
True,
I can't
right?
believe it actually because Clicks and Duke were actually popping
Just
off.
that time you
towards
out,
that
I go
end
from
game,
like
right?
13
And, you know,
viewers
the
to
crowd
7.
was going crazy. We on the desk were like, wow, they're really showing up right now. And you know, on that leaderboard, it's really showing as well. Finding those eliminations on
bro,
big
they're
name
literally just
teams as
watching
well. They're coming into the Invitational
Women
with the
do
experience
dances in
and showing.
Fortnite, man. Like
How
female
many of these
skins.
duos are thinking themselves? Game 2. I'm ready. I
surely
have
some
that
people
strategy
do
locked
like
in. I
little
think I
quick
know what I
VOD
need
reviews,
to do
right?
to get going because I want to make the crowd here in the Raleigh Convention Center just lose their mind when we're taking
Yeah, come on,
shots.
keep going,
And
come on.
there was
Go,
some
go, go,
eliminations
go.
happening, and I was just on my feet screaming with the crowd.
You know, straight up, ultimately, it's
Biden, Chris,
it's gonna be
he's
based
not
on an
racist.
Individual level, I think. You know, how good are you, and how good is your mental at taking something that could be
That's a
negative
very good
and turning it into
question,
something
Daddy.
positive? Because you know, not everything went right for any duo of that game, so they have to think about those things and like, okay, what can we do? What have we scrimmed before that has kind of helped us throughout these situations? Just make those changes come in the game number 2. But there's also duos, plenty of them, especially the top 10 on the leaderboard, who found things that worked.
Sure, it got
So
banned.
keep doing those things, but again, not everything went perfect. So keep that in mind.
But nerves aside, as the games go on, it's going to start feeling more and more natural, I think, for a lot of these players. You're going to
100%.
start being able to focus in a lot more on the actual gameplay itself, and I think that's where the audience just becomes a little bit of background noise until it comes down to those final moments. But something that I'm really curious to see is whether or not these players are
surely they're
actually
like
going to
starting the
showcase
games now, right?
some of their flexibility or adaptability, because Merstash Malabuka, I think they're a great example
Jack,
of a
you know
duo
what?
where
I'll be
they
right
can go
back.
a game or 2
I'm just
or
gonna go
3
get like a nice
without really being able to
drink, you
catch anything, and then they just turn up.
That's right. We've heard from us. We've heard from Mini Minor and Tokata. Let's throw it on over to casters to hear their thoughts on game number 1.
Thank you so much for that quick, of course, toss there so we can start getting into our perspective here. I mean, Jacob, let's talk about what we know just coming out of game 1.
Yeah, I mean, what we know, NA West, Cool and Yumi showing up big. Not only getting that 3rd place finish, but you saw that 2v1 off the back of Cool. Another thing, Acorn, NA in general is just kind of showing up. Obviously, EU won the game, but I think we need to start giving NA more credit.
Yeah, definitely have to give them that credit. They show up and then wait for them to win those early engagements.
Yep.
I mean, listen, we got to sit in the player lounge, quite literally stand over the shoulders of Anwan and Baka while they were practicing. They took on the likes. You know who they're training against?
Who are they training?
Reeds and Epic Whale. That's their training partners. And I don't know about you, but if you were following Twitter, I posted a little clip of Reed taking on Merstash and Malabuka. So it kind of all ties together if Merstash and Malabuka are known as some of their greats. And then Anwan and Baka could hold their toe-to-toe with someone like Reed. I mean, it all just starts to make sense.
You know what I'm loving out of all that, though? You talked about the 2 partners, right? Anwan and Baka, and who they're sparring against, Reed and Epic Whale. That's NA West. That's NA West showing each other some love. I talked about a lot of these guys being friends, but when they're on the battlefield, they're enemies. That is just inner region training, and that's something I love to see.
That's right, and of course, the upsets, right? We saw a couple edge battles there. Booga and Miro taken out so early. This is one of the things we didn't really get to talk about. You would think that a team like Booga and Miro, who have drilled and trained their drop spot so perfectly. They almost have it conditioned. This should be another walk in the park situation for them. What do you think went wrong as they were rotating out? Because it seems like they face planted into Macwood and Kanata. That was the big resistance, and they were just taken out.
You know, without seeing too much of their POV, I can only go off a few educated guesses here, and just judging by 95 players being alive when Storm Surge hit, I think they were one of the few teams that were having problems dealing with that. And that's one of the things that I said in an interview before this event, that Storm Surge is going to be hard for these players to deal with, because the players that are above Storm Surge, they can hide in a box, they can focus on those rotations, but the ones that are below, they have to fight outside of Storm. They have to fight the first person they see in that first moment, because you can't continually falling down on that damage.
That's right. Well, listen, that's our perspectives here. We have so much more in store.
Thank you guys so much for those insights. We actually have a really cool moment here. The casters kind of talked about Bugha Mira going down earlier. We had a listen-in moment. Let's take a look.
We need to find extra heals somehow. You should pop cabbage maybe for whites. I need to heal. Unless you throw me a mini now.
Yeah, come. I'll throw like right there.
Surge, yeah. I want that
Fucking
big ammo
twin
crate, but I know
tech.
they're just gonna get above us.
I mean, I think you can go for it. There's a chest there as well. It's definitely worth it with our loot.
Should I move my face
It's just
down?
glid off the thing.
Minis, yeah.
If we could get Surge here, we can get enough.
I mean, make sure this isn't baited, bro. It's not. Here, we can get stacked, bro. I'm chilling. If
Yeah,
we
I'm
get
good
Surge,
now.
we sit in zone, bro. We should look.
Yeah, like where though?
I
We just
mean,
we'd have to follow right side.
Yeah,
like,
we have to go right side.
on
I'm
a
just gonna
chrome.
go up. Nah, we should bump.
Alright.
Alright, shout. I'm just gonna move my face camera.
You can already tell. Even Bugha and Mira are like, hey, we need Storm Surge. We need to make sure this is right. It is absolutely affecting many of these players. We will come back and talk about more of this in just a moment. First, I do want to throw it on over to the player area for a little special interview.
We have a very special interview, Zeke. I'm here with one of our alternate players, Frey. Now, Frey, you've been watching in the crowd, right? What's the energy like? How does it feel?
The crowd is amazing. I'm so happy that we have Leanza back. The crowd couldn't be crazier. It's so awesome to be here.
Yeah, we can hear them just there in the background as well. They're getting kind of crazy, right? So, of course, you're a professional player yourself. How would you prepare for an event like this? How do you think the players and what's been sort of going through their minds?
So I think bot viewing is extremely important. You need to know who's landing around you, what they do, what their tendencies are. And yeah, just bot view, fix your mistakes coming up to the event, and then just play your game.
Of course, you can give a big insight into the game as well. For a lot of these players, you can sort of, give
Exactly.
your insight, maybe to talk to them as well. But
Right.
we'll stop it right there. We'll throw it back to the desk for some more.
Thank you guys so much. Raleigh Convention Center, you guys ready? Because game number 2 is about to make its way.
Finally! Oh my gosh, this took ages, chat. It's literally been an hour and one game has happened.
Invitational
literally lost 20K
2022 coming
views.
at you guys live. Are you two ready?
Yes. Beyond ready and
Hi, Lemon Bro.
beyond
Welcome to the
excited. I think that more than anything else, this game number 2 could really be a little bit of a breakaway moment here for some of these duos. Cammy and Shetty in particular, they are definitely looking for another highlight reel instance. And whether it comes from Victory Royale or just from being able to rack up those elims, I think that the Polish powerhouse is certainly still making it known
Hi,
that
Ginger
they
Brown.
are some of the best.
Champions are on the stage, right?
I was gonna
Game
say.
number 2 is, this is where you got to start picking it up. You got to start
Yeah, I remember you,
developing
Gigi.
your
Don't
strategies
worry.
around the meta of the
not that
lobby. And, who better to do it than the 100 of the best players from around
Cats are not
all
cute.
of the world.
Looking
We
up,
got pink
zeroing
ones,
in
pink
right
cat,
now,
bro. It's
Vivid.
so
They are
funny.
so
Like-
amped. They are focused.
Bro, it's like
The
so with his
tension is
personality, bro.
real.
It's so nice.
The tension is beyond
So
real,
funny.
and not only that, but I kind of want to touch on Bugha and Miro.
Bro, that
We saw that little
chain, bro,
listening
that chain
instance
at least
between
cost
the two of
10K.
them, and were it any other duo, I think there might be some room for concern.
20K.
But
Bro,
Bugha and Miro, I think, are an exclusive case because Miro
They got like a
specifically,
Fortnite
this
thing
guy's
right
a
here, which is
five-time
probably their
FNCS
mute button or something.
champion. And yet,
Yeah, he
out of
does.
all
It's
the
a bit greasy,
FNCS
though.
finals that he has competed in, he has
Dogs,
only
I
ever
already said.
collected 3
Dogs all
victory
the way there.
royales.
Wow.
So it is a primary example of the fact that high ground can win games, but low ground could possibly
Twin Tech, that
win
is just not true.
championships.
Also,
And that moment in game number 1
Toddler.
wasn't able to go in their favor because they were
I think
struggling
that's
with
just
surge management along
your
with some of
dog.
the other duos. Again, they're able to make it happen.
All right.
Bro,
We're
my
throwing it all
dog is
down.
like an old woman now. She's at 55.
It's now the battle bus
Like
is
dog
ready.
years.
The players are
Finally!
on
Oh
board.
my gosh, chat.
Let's just get started.
I have 4, mate. Trust me. I know.
Here we have it. Thank you so much,
Okay,
Zeke. We get to
17.
start gearing up for this
Only
battle
17
bus
was
to
that?
take off now.
Yeah, this is
My dog's
finally
7.
setting in for a lot of these players on the
Because
stage.
please, if it's
Game
like about a dog or
number
cat
2
dying, like,
is
bro.
starting right now, and hopefully all those nerves from the end of game number 1
Human
have
years,
settled.
wow.
Because now, when push comes to shove, some of these players that might be at the bottom of the leaderboard, Mr. Savage, iDrop, that went down early, they might have to start dealing with that storm surge early.
And that's right. We saw what happened in game 1. The real question
Oh,
is how
okay,
are you
so
going
we
to
might
adjust
see-
coming
Is this
into
how it-
game
I
2.
don't-
This battle bus is telling me that the Chrome Jam Junction is under fire very quickly. It's so
Oh.
close to the drop spawn. You can see already things kick off. This time, iDrop says, you know what? Let's put that weight in my...
Mr. Savage, let's go! Let's go, Mr. Savage!
Now Baka, and all of a sudden, it's a different tale to be told.
Happy birthday,
Oh my gosh,
Mr.
let's go.
Savage. First elimination here in game number 2, and that puts On One
That's
on
sad, Chris.
notice. You gotta have to watch out because we're here
Oh
to
my
fight
gosh,
that
let's
first
go.
one. Might have been a
That's
little lucky,
just
but
shit on.
another one. This one, I feel
Absolute
like
shit
has to
on.
have a little bit
Why'd
more
you come?
damage because all 3 of these players, Monster, they were dealing with Storm Surge and they were just on the cusp. Some were even below.
This is not the only contested draw spot. Don't forget, Tilted Towers has so much going down there as
5
well.
teams at Tilted, chat.
Cloudy Condos and Tilted Towers, these are the 2 most contested drop spots. And what I saw there is
Got
Acorn
flushed
and Edgy in the cat. So there
Why do you think
are
he's
big
talking about
fights
cat?
unfolding already, just giving us a little sample of how these drops are playing out.
Yeah, you can kind of see everybody just on their drop
Falcon
spots,
is
the ones
so
that don't
old, he's like
necessarily have the
25,
POI.
mate.
It's about looting up, getting as much resources as possible, trying to get as many
Oh,
metal
Hellfire.
and brick as
Hellfire's the
you
other guy
can
you
in
don't wanna
terms.
win.
That way, when you
But
make
you
it
want
towards the end
Falcons to
game,
do well.
that way you don't have to worry about it. But for these teams that are also on the outskirts and talk about looting up, you have to start thinking about Storm Surge. Your pathing
way
is
they've
going
got
to be
the
so
point glitch.
important because we
You
saw
serious?
how many teams went down to the Surge itself.
Here is
No way there's a
Poland's
fucking point
finest
glitch.
Game
You
1 winners
serious?
from Becoming Legends, Setis and Cammy. This team here has placed top 10 in every finals they have ever competed with together. But wait a second, hold that thought. And Aston Pink
Oh.
here on the other side
Come
of
on,
the
chat,
Jones.
this is the spawn
something
fight
that's
we've been
being
waiting for.
extended out. The last time we were here, Clicks found an elimination with Duke. They actually held it off. Remember when we talked to Reed and Epic Whale, they said, hey, you know what? I believe in the fighting power of NA on this one. They have full confidence that they can do it.
Yeah.
Pink and Anas have to jump back.
Yeah, and you got to think back to that NA East Finals where Clicks solo points after solo points.
Dude,
but
why are you
as long as
spamming
these
me?
2 guys stay
If
alive,
you
they're
spam
gonna be
again, I will turn you
contenders
out.
for every single
I'm not
tournament
even
they play.
joking.
And Duke has FNCS champion in trios. Clicks is one of the best individual players on the planet.
We have a huge opportunity
That's
here
not
for
a
Duke
team
and
player,
Clicks
though.
to continue to put up big numbers. We know they had an excellent kickoff to things
No,
here as
please
they
stop
continue to find their strides.
Nah, I think
Things
Josh
are gonna
went.
slow down and, you know,
Yeah,
really
viewership is probably
genuinely expect
gonna
this to happen,
start
especially at a
declining,
Fort
chat. You know,
Jonesy's.
it's getting
This
quite
is
late.
not a POI
Should
big enough for
can
Duke.
hold at least, you know, like 7 or 8 viewers for
The
the
longer
entire
this fight
stream.
goes and the higher they build, if it comes to it, that Basil,
Yeah,
that's
well,
Jason
it's only
Basil
game 2
over on the
chat, by the way.
side. Those are the third parties that we saw towards the early of last game. This is not
I think there's a
Leaf
glitch.
trying to get deep
I
into the
don't-
box. That
I don't
Eco
think
Chrome
this should
version AR,
will
we
happen
saw
every
how
game.
much damage it does to these builds, and it eats through in a second.
More importantly, if you can find a tag,
That's
just like that.
Come on, Pink. Oh,
Already
that-
turning this story
they're both
on
good
its head here.
teams.
That's
I
right
want
there. He
both
sees the
teams
shotgun.
to do well.
That
It's so
moment.
annoying.
Duke does not let it drop.
Pink has no. Anas has no
Now, mind you,
mats.
Clicks has some of the greatest track record in history of taking on head-to-head battles like this. This is why he is so recognized as one of the greats
Let's see,
of
why
the
do you always
space
stream late,
in
though?
these kind of moments.
Why would I stream in the day? That's when people have stuff to do.
Guys,
I got my stuff
66%
done
of
and
their
then I
overall
stream.
victory royales
Like
do come
editing
from the
and
low
stuff like
ground.
that.
The Beacon
Chat,
are
I've
just
edited.
trying to keep a little bit of elevation. They're not
A
ultimate
cat's
high ground,
happy.
3-4 boxes big. They're just trying to keep that advantageous
Cat's happy,
position
twin.
as long
I
as
feel
they
like that,
can.
pretty
But
happy.
this monster, this one's dragging out a little too long. Do you think there's going to come a point in time where they just kind of abandon and try to get to the zone?
Well, I hope it
I don't know.
continues because the rest of the lobby is just taking their time. 49 duos are still alive here, and this is one of the only ones deciding to go toe-to-toe. Clicks.
Yeah,
once again,
Lemon.
gets tagged
Gaming's
there,
happy.
And again, let's talk about the
We're
bad
talking about
blood
the other
developing
battle
between
game. How
these
does that
two,
have any
Pink and Clix
relevance?
were once upon a time almost duos, as Pink was so close to traveling to United States to play alongside him, but now they find each other on the other side of the
that is
monitor
true.
here, going head to head. And I mean, looking at
What's
the
wrong about
HP
being
so
gay,
far,
Lemon?
it's looking very good for Guilds, NS, and Tundra's Pink.
Yeah, and honestly, let's talk about this
You
prolonged
haven't-
fight and what
you've
happens
not-
if they do actually split right now. They're not going to have a lot of time to go ahead and mat up, but a big shot coming out from Clix. We know
Wait,
what
so
happens
Twin
when
Tech,
this
you're
man
saying
has his
all
back
the cats you've
against the
seen are
wall.
happy?
His bite is much louder than his
Or
bark.
he's
This
saying
is
that
where
all
Duke does tend to shine right now. These real scrappy types of engagements. This
I don't
man
know why
does
you
not
guys
tend to miss a shot.
being homosexual
Now
is bad.
they're looking. They know the enemies felt that on the other side of the
To
wall.
be honest,
but
it's a,
hey,
it's
the
a
longer
bit of
they stay
an
here,
insult to me
the
because
less
my
like,
brother and
you know,
my
the less
sibling
odds they have to
used
actually
to be
survive.
female,
The
but it's
longer
not
story is of
non-binary
course making it to
or
endgame.
queer.
Let's jump on over though to our favorites of Miro and Booga here. Head to
They're
head
making the
with
gay
Andy,
umbrella.
Joe,
They
and
both
Ben
use the gay
Becky in the
umbrella
distance
term.
as well. There's so much going on here.
Yeah, for them, we saw that
I need to get this
replay
point
of
bug
last game
fixed
during the
again
listen-in.
after
They
go.
were just
Okay,
dealing with
Twin Tech.
Storm Surge and not the best
What is
way.
non-binary?
Even
It's
though
when you're
they're
not a man
about 50
or
above,
it's when you're
that's
not
not
female
the position
or,
you want to be in, but you can see Booga and Mero
female
have a
or,
60-plus win rate when contested. So they just need to find their
Yeah,
rhythm
I mean,
here
I'm
on this
cisgender,
international
but,
stage.
like-
Talking about international stage, Alex and Bailey, they have taken us from the player lounge to the main stage. Game 2 now, the fight, the second time. The story won't be the same.
Okay,
It's
to, like,
Yusri who finds the
Wednesday.
trade there, and now
Yeah,
has
I'm
to protect his
cisgender.
teammate. A huge shot onto Bailey. It's not looking
Still
good
prison-
for
prison
Oceania's
as well.
champions here, but Bailey waits for the toe-to-toe. He gets the thirst, he needs the points. That's a kind of play you
Remember
only
making-
see
yeah.
in person. A huge shot.
Sorry.
Bailey
That's
says,
what Mum did.
respect me, Yusri, back up.
He has some heals to use, but does he have the
Oh
time?
my
Not
God.
finding a way to stabilize. Bailey's going to get in, but only a sliver of HP, and that's why he's picking and choosing his fights right now. He's just going for piece control first, trying to heal up, getting as much shield as he can, but you can see
where's
he
the
has
skin
no
being?
HP to regain, so that
I kinda
knock
want
on the
Alex
Jew
Bailey
is
to
so
win this
important.
And he knows he cannot allow him to get the
Alright,
heal off
he
here.
is.
You will not save your teammate if it's up to Bailey. Yusri may have the health advantage, but Yusri has his back against the wall right now. The defensive trade, a huge shot, and Bailey gets caught with his pickaxe out. Yusri clutches up, saves his teammate, and they are in game 2.
Sends him back to the
number
lobby.
6.
But third place, NA West, Cool Yumi getting busy
my God,
already.
240.
Elimination on the Wax. Now it's up to Rob Bob, trying to stay alive here, trying to get and find a position to where he can hide. You see it in the mini-map. He just got out, and I love that play coming out from some of these players, choosing not to be the hero, because you end up in the hero in the wrong
Wait, that's
position,
what you just
you're
said.
not going to be a
You're not
zero.
having
Now,
such a
Robek
nice
doesn't have a
impact.
lot of experience here. They've only made
Fortnite.
2 finals together between Wax and Robot, but there's a huge development happening
that
here.
much
Let's
double
watch this
concern
back one more
on
time.
stream?
Here's how it kicks off. Cool finds the huge tag. All of a sudden, the knock is there. And yes, there was a third party in the side. You get the reaction as well. You can see how fans are cheering in support of one another. But back into the action. Hellfire, Falconer, new duo, you know, pairing up with one another.
They already took down King, so this has got to be Ed coming out from Brazil. EU, NA West, trying to take down the region, trying to bolster their points, because right now the only points they have is that elimination onto King. But with Storm now covering and moving over them, Ultimate Teams now in the distance as well, it's going to become more and more dangerous.
Falconer's one of the only competitors, one of the very few left in our scene that has been here since the World Cup. He placed 5th in duos way back when. Wait for him to step up to the challenge
Bro,
and
Falconer
take
hasn't
on
played
this
in, like,
first
3
FNCS
months
finals
now.
ever together alongside Hellfire there from Denmark. But on one Mbaka, did they get the save off?
No,
They're
I
still
think
in the
Onwin's
zone?
there by himself. He's just trying to stay alive, and it does look like Larson and Smite might know he's there. And this is where Onwin has to be very, very careful, fighting in the storm with very little HP. Larson knocking on the door, trying to burst his way in. You see the bait and switch come through, trying to make sure that both of these players have enough HP to take a big shot from Onwin and continue that bait and switch, but he is on the run.
What a tough story for Onwin and Mbaka. Such a great and strong showing in game 1. He loses his teammate to Mr. Savage out the gate, survives, saves them, but Smite and Larson, who are contested here by Looter and Muzz, are still in the zone, and they meet him, and that's how they get this first heal himself. It's only a matter of time now as their clock rages on. Smite steps up. There it is, the zone does the rest, and they will find their second
good.
Elim now,
They need to
wiping
learn
up
to play.
one of the greats from NA West.
They Gotta go ahead and travel to zone, but back on board, Falconer and Hellfire, but let's just make it Hellfire because Ed was able to take down Falconer in a 1v2 situation. Now he's 1v1 versus EU. Brazil trying to stand up tall. Ed put the pressure onto those covers, but he knows when to pick and choose his fights. He hears the splashes coming out. He knows that's going on to Falconer. The shield keg as well. He's trying to stop as much of the heals from going through, but it does look like Hellfire is going to get 200 yet again.
Listen, Ed recently signed to Team Liquid, showing you guys why exactly he deserves to be here. He has had some of the most impressive rises in recent times on his region, but now he's looking to represent for Brazil. And of course for Argentina, his teammate King, who is already down. Hellfire manages to lose his teammate. The wall gets taken, and Hellfire has to react quickly, but look at that. He does not miss a beat. Ed finds the siphon, and now it's an even exchange.
Yep. Right now, the 2 launch pads on the Hellfire. He can abandon this fight at a moment's notice. Here it is. Ed with no HP. It's all or nothing. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Here it is. And Ed 1v2s NA East.
Brazil and Argentina are probably standing on their feet right now. Ed touches up a 1v2.
Oh my gosh, and if somehow, some way, he found a way to get King's card, but they're on over to Chonker Speedway. The action will continue. Reason and Aqua going up against Hen and Bevy and Vortexers. They have a lot of practice going against each other on the EU region, so this is no strange fight to them.
What's scary about this is the fact that they rotated out of the condo down to the territory of Booga and Miro at Chonker Speedway, and yes, they get met with this incredible duo, but it shows you that no one is safe. This entire area is such a deadly play zone, and now you have Reason with the scraps, with his back against the wall below the storm surge, absolutely ready to commit to this battle.
Yep, Aqua and Reason again, 140 below the damage threshold. And you can see all the players at the top of the damage threshold, but this is, again, what is going to happen at Cloudy Condos. A triple contested spot, but nobody is fighting. That's forcing these players to rotate away to find some extra loot and find the damage. And 165 below, Monster, I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't nervous.
Copenhagen Flames, Pablo and Swag on your screen right now, also below. But hey, a good little tag here of Elin for Swag right now, puts him in a nice position. A Connie player all in the distance, Snacky and Fast have a window open there, focusing on the duo as well. So they're all looking to target Noah Riley and Bad Sniper. Remember, Noah Riley was eliminated very early to the hands of Edgy while they were landing, and he didn't even get to touch down before he was swatted out the sky.
Setting Cammy on
number one winners, Cammy and Seti. They haven't even done much. They get the zone for now. They get the high ground, probably just trying to go for Surge. So that way when they are forced to rotate, they only have to worry about that. But we knew they were down onto Surge. Now the Peace Control is trying to come over. They're trying to break into the boxes. It's now or never because damage is being dished. A huge shot from Aqua's onto Bevy, who's forced back into a defensive position.
Well, here we go. It's now enough in 20 seconds left, but so the Surge gets active, and they have to turn up right now.
I don't really know, to be honest.
Aqua needs these points here. Bevy's manages to go ahead and chug splash his way down. He's back up to Vex HP. He's looking pretty solid, but Aqua not afraid by any means. Meanwhile, Reason finds a wall. That's an angle, but he doesn't like the defensive edit. That respawn
I literally
from
have
Bevy and Vortexer.
bias.
And now, here it is. Things are going to get dicey
really
as the Storm Surge turns off.
Yeah, look at them. You see 30 below, even though they're continuously dropping, they're doing damage. Seti getting one on a Peppo, probably sending him back to the lobby as Scram goes down as well. Acorn
takes
found a
it
way
out.
to get rebooted, but Deja Vu strikes, he goes down
Obviously,
again.
I want Acorn to do well as well.
Honestly, is having a much better performance this go around.
Chat so hard because I want so many people to do well.
Down to no HP.
Like on one
is
region,
also
it's
on the
easy.
defensive stance here. Down goes Reason. That's a huge
I'm 1 of 6.
shot from Vortexer from the
went
side.
with
If you blinked, you missed it, and now Aqua
I'm
has
pretty sure
the pressure on his shoulders. He
look.
has to back up. But Vortexer playing smart, respecting the GOAT of EU. Aqua here, our World Cup duo champion, is now left as a solo. Clock's ticking here, the pressure comes in. Bevy's looking for any angle. These are all enemy walls here. One false move and it could be it, but the Surge is gonna hurt Aqua again. He gets the heal off the no. He gets finished. Vortexer finds the second.
Killed
500
Zegas,
above the
just
damage
killed
threshold.
King.
This is only their second FNCS playing together, and they're looking like they are longtime teammates already as Joe and Z Andy uncontested over towards Synapse Station. Looking to get some damage as well.
Yes,
Even though
Synapse, not
79
Synapse,
is
let's
above
go.
the damage threshold, you know as well as I do, that is absolutely nothing.
Oh, unlucky Lemon.
Oh no, they're gonna find
a huge elimination there. Another surge fight that's going down. It's tracking the flies in the distance there. You see,
it's okay, but sometimes I guess it'll be a bit lonely.
Does he push in again? They barely have anything. They've used all their heals. One tag is all it's going to take them out. Oh, Grove claps back though, and that's a huge punishment there. And with the downed body, he says, you know what? I'm going to full finish here. I'm back in this game. Artur takes off running for the hills.
That was a much needed battle by Groves, and I like to play again. You cannot be a hero in these lobbies as first dash. Looking like he's having a little bit of trouble here. 202 above the damage threshold. 2 eliminations already, so they finished this fight. But you can see the teams on the outskirts of Rocky Rills. They don't want to let this be an easy rotation to one of the deadliest teams in the lobby.
The launch pad's already down. Malibu and Mustache cap off HP and hit it.
You want
off
to?
They
Okay.
go. It's Chicho and Trulix who are looking in. These guys have gone head-to-head so many times in the past, and you know there is all types of bad stories waiting to unfold in front of us. But Chicho and Trulex don't get the elim. They manage to hit the ground running. Malibu and Mustache are waiting here, though. Well, yeah, time to fight back.
Malibu just trying to break through. He talked about in some of those interviews playing a little bit more passive than what he's used to. 2 eliminations. I gotta think they're trying to pick and choose a lot of their battles. The lobby is putting such a focus onto these 2. Getting them to
Nash and Malibu are getting lobby sprayed. They are 159 above on Storm Surge. What is going to happen? What do you think, fellow caster Clutcher?
It's just happening from so many different players who have so many different angles.
Clutcher?
One thing that is working though is the zone.
Wait,
it pulls pretty close to all the players nearby. Finally, things.
I just had a massive thing on my stomach, and this hurts.
Let's jump on over to the west
I think
side.
Brinker's gonna win.
Let's get to the
I mean, who knows? Thomas HD and Trippin 116 above. Surge is active. Booger Miro. Oh, pretty chilly.
Wait, let me see. This is 363.
Okay,
okay, I see like Booger and Miro are looking pretty shambles, not gonna lie. I'm just watching this, like, look at them. Like, tell me your opinion, Hennessy. Tell me they're not shambles. Yeah, they're like looking for Surge, and they're like, they have like almost no heals. I see I dropped and Mr. Savage. Mr. Savage dead, so
nice.
Well, those players are so good. I'm so satisfied by the gameplay. Mr. Savage still alive. Damn.
Yeah, he might res.
Now the other guy's got 2 kicks. I think he'll hold it to like, get the kicks. Looks probably gonna look to get the kill. He 100% gets the res. She got it.
Let's go.
Yeah, a huge mistake.
Yeah, they win the fight, bro. Like, they're definitely not gonna win the game, but it's like they're gonna get lobbied down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Because if they're end zone, that's why, like, the West thing. When they're end zone, they just die. There's no way they survive.
Mr. Savage doesn't die.
What? He's like 17 speed.
They don't get shot at all.
Oh, yeah, they're lucky.
Bro, what? They're so lucky.
Damn. Yeah, but like, think about it, they're gonna have no much rotation in zone, and Mr. Savage 1 HP. And they have 1 mini for hills.
Did Malibu die? I'm not sure. Yeah, but at least they didn't die. That's a plus at least.
Anything, what's your prediction about this game?
Found Ref's guard, just a little bit above. Check a sneak peek.
I think Centered could take it over Vino.
Still holding on to first place by 7 to
Like, what's the most I play? Let me go. Oh, there's no replays, yeah.
The NA West 3-time champion.
Like, I don't know, like, you know, I think like Seti and Kami might take it. Like, you know, the last event, yes, they were really close.
Yeah, didn't they came back third?
Yeah, so they did so good. Like, I watched the video on Become Legends. They did almost.
Mareem and Zagu are in second place as the most recent.
Bro, the podcast are being raised in Japan, it's like Asia.
Big story in front of them. This is a team that we have expected
no, there is.
to come out so far ahead of the
just go on Fortnite tracker. You can see it.
Bro, this is so funny. No one has used a sniper, yeah. Like, just no one.
Elite Cup finals where the competition as we know it.
They have, like, someone has to use a sniper.
Smite and Larson, battles breaking out above them. They get to steal the loot here. That's
because my brace is done.
Yeah, that's a huge find for them. You get to upgrade some of your
Smite is looking really good with Larson. They both stacked.
For them, they found a huge amount of resources. That way they could try to make it towards the next end game. But you see Storm.
Yeah, last one is Smite might get this. They got many mats. Come here and say, yeah, Anas and they died. Yeah, rip.
That's kind of unfortunate.
Like Vino and Queasy, Vino and Queasy, they're so sad, but they're getting held up their end zone.
This is why I said that Vino.
Yeah, Queasy and Vino got potential. They definitely do. They're looking at. Wait, that's Hen, bro. That's Gil Hen. Hennessy, is that you?
Yeah, I gotta be careful here. Queasy and Vino.
That's representative of Hennessy.
Gil Hen, let's go.
I mean, not gonna lie, they're doing. They just left high. Yeah, Tayson. Yeah, wait, where's Chop? Wait, is Chopix dead? Wait, is he playing with Tayson?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. Like I haven't even seen his face.
Bro, Zagu's team is actually doing really good. They're first place right
now. Nah. What do you mean? They're
about
no
to die.
heals.
I looked at the leaderboards. They're about to die.
Yeah. Wait. Let me check leaderboards. Oh, I can't. I'm not.
Around them are so many healthy players. On the other side, Vino and Queasy starting to eye up.
Oh no, never mind. They're not about to die.
The rest of this game.
No, Queasy and Vino winning this. They got so many mats and so many heals and full health and good and like hammers, purple hammers. Bugo and Miro, they're doing decent. They put in for high, maybe.
Maybe.
Queasy and Vino sold that, bro.
Kami might be dead.
Oh yeah, Kami. I think Kami will be dead. Okay, survived. One tag, two. Yeah. You got kills as well.
Say trying to get to him. Say gets to him. They need to shield tank. Nice.
That's it, right.
Reap pass.
They both chilling. Let's see. And Epic well.
They can do well this game.
Yeah, pretty much.
They got gold prime and Epic Wheel's hand.
Bro, imagine how good their ping is. Macwood, oh no, Macwood is doing really good with Canada. Canada died, okay, but Macwood got so many kills. Yeah, Bugo and Miro need to make a play. They need a refresh on Matt and skills as well.
What?
Same Bugo and Miro, they need a refresh. They're gone like no
Epic Wheel goes down, Reach 10 HP.
Oh yeah, Reese dead as well, Rip.
Queasy and Vino. Vino goes down.
Oh, Queasy and Vino gonna clutch this up. Smite and Larson are looking good as well. Looking good low ground. Not that good many maps, but like full health and good. Yeah, I told you they were gonna go for a refresh. They're so good. Oh my gosh. I need to watch more Twitch, bro. To be honest. Bro, what's Mongrel doing? He's hard farming views.
High ground though. Does Vino and Queasy still have that position onto the high ground as Spartan Low?
Miro goes down, Miro goes down. Hen, low ground.
Queasy and Vino winning this. Look at them. Up high ground.
They're gonna be in first place then.
Yeah, they're 100%. Seti and Kami still alive. Damn. It's a guild Hen down there. Smile Larson. They're pushing Hen. Hen might be dead.
Hen's not dead.
Okay.
Centered and Cold, as I said, could have good potential. They have very good heal still. I don't know about their max though.
They have to now. Cold is hurt. Multiple top placings out of this duo.
Ooh, Kami got 0 builds.
Today, but Kami and
Seti has 6 builds. 5 builds, they need a refresh. Smite gets a refresh. Siphon mats only. What's he gonna do? He's 4 HP, 0 mats.
And a dream for Smite. And a huge end game right now in front of Smite here. At top 5 unlocked before him. Kami goes down, Seti goes down, and it is all his here.
Dead.
And now he fights back, but the zone does the rest. Great game there, but Vortex is now by himself. What can he do? Cole and Senti now have the high ground. They have turned the story around.
I don't know how they stole it away, but Kitos is solo as well. High ground versus low ground, but it's a 2v2. Scented and Cole versus Vortexers and Hen. This is going to come down to the wire monster, and this is going to come down to Sentin and Cold when and where they drop down low.
Once again, we are looking at an NA versus EU finish. Cold is going to get big tagged there by
Come on, Hen. You got this.
7 Elans, no builds. It's looking very, very tough. And it's the same story for Hen as well. It's all or nothing. Can they find something here? But Sentin and Cold, although they have the height, they are also running extremely low on resources. But if there's a team that can do it, it is them.
Yeah, you see them trying to go back outside of zone, trying to find anything to work with in terms of Hen and Vortex. Sentin and Cold to talk about. It's up to them when and where they drop down low. The game is definitely in their hands. They just have to close it out. EU versus NAEs. This one is just a prolonged long game, but the damage is in for Cold.
And this is what we talked about. That wall.
Oh no. Wait, 2v1, 2v1. But he's low. They're both gonna die. I know it's not 2v1. Yeah. Congratulations, Sentin and Cold. As I predicted, chat. Let's go.
A team from NA East. Honestly, I don't think they got the right respect coming into this event because of what happened to them last season.
That's right. Cold and Sentin have been here before, and now they get a victory in person, on stage against some of the best
that is still winning.
seen.
Average person of 3.5. Queasy and Vino, which I said is probably going to win.
It looks like the sword
only down by
right there was perfect because you heard me talking about wanting them to drop down low. I want to see what they're thinking, how they're feeling. Kelly, let us know.
Pink 8.
I am joined here by Cold and Sentin, and
Jonathan
you guys,
Video
what an
23rd.
incredible run. You gotta tell me though, how did you take height?
So Queasy and Vino just dropped on our sidewalls and we insta-edited and just shot them.
I mean, obviously a great strategy, right? But I mean, that final moment there, how did you know how to take them down? Obviously, you guys were kind of in the high ground, low ground fight. What was the final moment like?
Honestly, Cold called to just drop above him and sit there. I don't know. He did most of it that game. He played really well. He's the GOAT.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. You
This
both
is
are
how
the GOAT.
you-
Now that is
if you didn't
game
know,
2
this is how
VR
you,
for you guys. Let's head on back to the desk.
Of the leaderboard. Toilet.
As EU picks up the first game of the FNCS Invitational, NA strikes back and says, nah, not like this. Cold and Sentin, really quickly, I do want to touch on this. At the start of the show, we talked about possibly taking your shoes off
so good
as a form of being comfortable. Taco, you're right.
It's a legitimate strategy, man. Anybody that has played competitive will tell you the same thing. It matters, but more importantly, what matters even more so is that jump in the leaderboard positionings that we are seeing happen now for Cold and Sentin.
That is crazy.
41 placement jump. Granted, have to keep in mind that it's still a little bit of ways to go, but they are now breaking into that top 10.
Gosh, these leaderboards always seem to surprise me because even after this incredible game from Cold and Sentin, they're still 34 points behind the leaders in Cami and Seti, who, shout out to them for holding the lead. But this is just so good from Cold and Sentin, and this is the moment that we missed right here. This is the one that Cold was talking about. Queasy and Vino actually make a play, and this is actually classic for them. I've seen them do this in Elite Cups where they try to quickly pinch a duo that is in these builds, and it usually works out very, very well. But Cold and Sentin hold on very, very well, as Cold mentioned, making that instant edit, getting a shot in, and ultimately they realize Queasy and Vino were the ones on height, and let's go up and take it. And this right here, it's just all about riding the zone. Now you can see the zone pulling up there, going right through the mountain, and Vortex just had no chance after that. Clean win from Sentin and Cold, who, as you can see right there, what we're referring to, Sentin, no shoes.
It makes all the difference, man.
It does, apparently, as proven by Sentin. We do have Adam, who is standing by. He's hanging out with a player. Adam, who?
That's right, I'm hanging out with everyone right now, in particular Smite and Larson, everyone. Smite, that was an incredible display just then. We saw 7 eliminations. You clutched up, you had to. So how imperative is it in this situation, in this environment as well, that you have to try and gain as many points as possible, even when your teammate goes down?
It's really important. I mean, you need to get as many points as you can. Every point matters. Doesn't matter.
I'm not muted.
Now, you're being contested as well here, Larson. Muzz and Looter.
They're
looking like they're fighting each time. Are you guys up for this? How are you managing to deal with that when it comes
Hello?
to we're down to fight every game, and I don't care, bro. I'll fight them every game.
You don't care, bro. They'll fight them every game. Give it up for Smite and Larson, everyone! Thanks, boys. And also over here, I'm
Hello.
delighted to be next to Peterbot and Jamper as well. Jamper! It's been I mean, what an experience being here in this situation, this environment.
Go Europe.
How are you guys dealing with the rest of the regions being here, competing with you in the same lobby?
Our original strategy hasn't been working, so we're gonna have to make changes into the next games. But it's very fun playing here. The crowd is amazing, and I'm happy to be here.
And there's still 10 games left, plenty of time to do that.
Yes.
Okay, you got this. You feeling confident? I'm feeling confident for you. The crowd are feeling confident too.
Let's go.
Let's hear it from Peterbot and Jamper as you head back to Zeke and the desk.
Thank you so much for that insight coming out of the players. This is kind of what we've been talking about, right? The question has been, once all of these regions finally meet head-to-head on the island, what will happen? Will strategies hold? And the answer for some is no. Because who knew that having to adapt to a meta that is completely different than your own region that you've been playing for several FNCSs now is going to be very difficult.
But if it's anybody that has a strong head on their shoulders, it's going to be Jamper. He's been around for so long, and I love to hear him like, you know, listen, we did the same strategy in games 1 and 2. It's not working. So let's just switch it up. And I love the fact that they are just able to kind of, you know, have that mentality, but then also have a backup strategy. That's what's really important.
But that's just part of what it means to be part of the 50 of the best duos competing here for the FNCS Invitational title. But not only that, while they might be working on some changes, Cammy and Seti are a duo where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They have been maintaining this first place position throughout the first 2 games, and it's definitely a very strong performance here out of this Polish duo. More importantly, I think that Cammy and Seti have just been able to consistently stay working throughout this mid-low ground element, despite the fact that we've been seeing a lot of high ground takes and a lot of high ground play from the close of the lobby. I think that Seti and Cammy
Your settings are messed up. It's nothing to do with my
holding on to
settings. This is what it says.
underside congestion control.
You know, we talked about it after game 1. It's like, whoa, Cammy and Seti are on high ground. This right here, this was more so their style, where it's just like, you know, we're paying attention to the high ground changes that are going on. And then all of a sudden, where you load up the leaderboard, and it's like, okay, they had 44 points after game number 1, and now they're at 77. They just got 33 points that game. When did that happen? You know what I mean? Like they love to play these games where they don't like to show up and show out. They just consistently get those points. A couple elims here and there. They're not popping off the elimination feed, but they're just so consistent. And those are the type of games that are scary because, you know, we saw a great performance out of Fortnite Scented, but still, even after game number 2, they're still like 30 odd points behind because Cammy and Seti are playing so well.
And it's the competitive experience, I think, that also helps them with understanding, hey, even if I've lost my duo partner in this moment, I can still hold on for moments longer. I think that that was a great display there, that closing kit there for Seti and Cammy. And I think that ultimately, they're going to probably just keep trying to stay consistent here.
Yeah, I mean, one point we tuned in, they were 500 above Surge. I don't know how that's humanly possible, but for Seti and Cammy, it's just another day at the office. Let's talk about Queasy and Vino there. They did get edited on, right? And listen, we have, as the viewing audience, we have the much larger perspective, right? For them, in this opportunity, this was the only chance they had, and we're going to start to kind of figure out what happened.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, throughout these replays right here, we can maybe catch some insight into why they actually ended up dropping down, because it seemed like they were getting refreshes. I know they specifically got one right at the start of, you know, moving zone number 2. So it looked like they were chilling on mats. And again, right here, as you can see, Queasy actually only 2 builds up. So that was the call. Let's go try to get a refresh real quick. Unfortunately, Cold and Scented, they're so good in box fight situations, especially Cold. I mean, you know, Scented picked them up just because he is such that well-rounded mechanical player. And Cold and Scented, you know, one thing that I love about them is they're always on the same page, and it's always incredible to see. And right there was one of those situations, unfortunately, for Queasy and Vino. But I love that out of them, right? Going for those plays is what is going to make the difference on the international stage.
As far as the IGLing is concerned, Queasy seems relatively confident still in that decision. 2 times over now, we've seen this duo go for high ground by the time that first moving zone actually comes into play. And maybe 3rd time's the charm here for this duo.
All in all, though, the high ground strategy is working, right? Second place now, only 4 points behind first, so just keep doing their thing.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like, especially looking at how many eliminations they had, man, 5 eliminations, 5 refreshes, and that wasn't enough to take them through that game. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Cold and Scented back on them, 44 points, 6 elimination, currently sitting in that #1 spot. Again, 28 2,800 damage dealt.
That's my favorite stat.
At game 1, we saw it was 2,200,
Yeah.
and I thought that is an astronomical number.
Yeah.
Colton sent it, said, hold on, one moment.
So we're going to see, you know, hopefully we keep seeing those stat lines, because as the day progresses, teams are going to get more and more aggressive, which means that this storm threshold is going to progressively go up, which means that teams are going to need to
Believe when I say free prize pinball.
3,000 for individual team, but yeah, 2,800 damage. That is a lot.
Okay,
But entering the halftime point, essentially.
Who is in the boat?
Oh, no.
It's
an interesting one.
And how they will adjust to these games.
Nice! Faster, bro!
And just like that, we are all
That's actually fast.
Oh, I think they're ready for game 2. Oh, let's go. What I put game 2? Oh, I just quit it. Nice. There we go. Right, there we go.
teams are going to fight first. One of the biggest things we saw from game 2 was that early elimination onto Noah Riley. Edgy quite literally, you know, took him out before he can even touch down. And then of course, there's this battle here, a battle of who can get the best drop. And what a great way to kick things off. Such a powerful loadout to really start things here.
Yeah, and it does look like Baka and Onwin making yet another adjustment. They win the off-spawn fight in game 1. They lose it in game 2. And this time around, they're not even contesting for a fight, but blinking, you might have missed it. A first elimination is going to be on to Looter. So Smite and Larson are finding ways to get things done again.
And A fires back first onto OCE here. And a great find, a great reward comes out of the very little time Larson and Smite had to loot up there. Take a look at these loadouts. It all comes together for them now. You know, sometimes it's all it takes, right? Sometimes it's all it takes is a little bit of luck. You get the right loot, you're able to take that fight, that fight nice and fast and clean it up.
You can see now the picking and choosing comes through. They're going to slow things down.
Yeah, it just
Try to
can't
loot
send
up as
data.
much as possible, making their way in towards one of the only houses towards Grim Gables, and you can kind of see in the distance, Muzz is still floating around, and he's not trying to cause too much commotion and put the focus onto him. He's just trying to wait for Smite and Larson to leave so he can try to get that free reboot onto Looter.
All this pressure onto Muzz's shoulders now as he is trying to wriggle his way through this low ground here. He knows that material is going to be the key to allowing him to do something big here. Achieve the unthinkable, win a 1v2 against Smite and Larson, who built their entire reputation this last chapter off of these early game fights. Smite wants none of that. He walks to the wall. Muzz, you're great, but how good? And no, Smite and Larson come out on top. They clean things up for 2 games in a row now and earn themselves a little bit more.
And as soon as Mr. Savage gives up a little bit of the high ground, Onwin and Baka immediately trying to take it over. Him and iDrop are separated just a little bit, and that could have been a perfect opportunity for them to strike, but everybody is just biding for time, biding for that perfect moment so that they can pounce. And this one that we talked about, you heard it from Mr. Savage, you heard it from iDrop. I've been landing here for a year straight. No one is going to scare me off.
Well, the real question is iDrop walling out right now? He is getting very close to Onwin and Baka. But no, now he decides, all right, I'll listen to you, Savage. I'll come on down, but you have to meet me down here as well. And they start to retreat here. And this might just end, but no, Baka steps up, but Savage is so quick. What a shot right there. And now he turns the tables around. iDrop looking to meet them down here. A great pre-fire, but not enough to find a tag.
and all of a sudden now they reevaluate.
Yeah, I like the outside of the box
Come on.
thinking coming out for a couple of players in the game already, bringing out their protractors, trying to find that extra angle. And that's the thing, if you have all that confidence in your teammate as a solo, you'll allow them to kind of play with the angles, play with the high ground, and try to see what they can get. And they get 149 damage, disappearing off the back of On1. Another shot's gonna be fired. And Lap goes down. It's a 1v1. Mr. Savage versus On1.
Savage wants none of it. He wants none of it. He finishes it up.
Let's go.
Just like that, 2 games now.
W's.
He's back in it. Meanwhile, Malabuk and Mustache, one of the greatest duos we expected to show up today, put on such a performance, have been met with so much resistance every single turn. There's a new great team waiting for them. This has been probably their least favorite duo to meet, though.
Yeah,
Chapix and Tayson.
It does look like they're fighting over the vault that is right below him. Doesn't want to let that one go easy. But you got to be careful because there's a third team landing towards Cloudy Condos, another team towards the north in the form of Kanata and Macwood that could be lending that helping hand, trying to get that Storm Surge damage for themselves and make your job that much harder. For Malabuk and Mustache, it's all about trying to find the perfect angle, trying to find that information so they can try to catch a player off guard, because we already know they're one of the most aggressive teams in this lobby.
See it. They're waiting, trying to capitalize on any opportunity here. We all know what Tayson is capable of. One of the most winningest players in the European region. He has done it all. He has proven it all. All that's left is for him to show up in person and put the numbers up. But it's no easy task right now. Malabuk and Mustache are so good playing defensively right now. They're doing a great job, but Tayson is slowly, inch by inch, getting closer and closer.
He won't let that piece control go over. Tayson has tried a few times, but you try again. Eventually, you'll find some success. They're able to take it just for a few seconds, but the longer you fight this far out of zone, it's going to get more and more dangerous because we got a little bit of a north zone going on. These guys are going to have to end this one sooner than later, even if they both choose to disengage.
Mustache fighting back here, trying to regain the walls here.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Huge tag on Chapix here, nicely done. He's gonna open things up, allow him to get some more territory, and closer he walks, but Tayson fights back. The 4X FNCS champion is all of a sudden now with his back against the wall here. But no, he's hurt. Malabuka says, forget that, and takes him down. And now it's up to Mustache, and no, he finishes it off too. And Chapix is left running, trapped now, inside the box. Oxygen starting to run out. He fights back, but for how much longer? Chapix does so much damage. He loses the wall, and no more shield now, and it's all over. Chapix and Tayson fall.
And for Malabuk and Mustache, that is huge. Because not only does it get you elimination points, it gets you the Storm Surge, so you don't have to worry about it later in the game as Chimp and Scram trying to get things going for them. Chimp, one of the most consistent players in NA East. You got Pamsu and Batch on the other side, also from NA East, so they have a lot of familiarity in terms of fighting against each other. Scram is going to be the odd man out, and you see him trying to find some separation because him and Chimp are not that close together. And all it takes is for both of them to kind of bum rush into one box and kind of end their run.
Now jumping over to the other side of the map, as we all know, this area, one of the most hotly contested zones right now, Tilted Towers, at every single in-person event, has always been the home of fireworks. And Chicho and Trulix are looking to go ahead and see what they can spark up nearby, but that's not going to be anything. On the other side, NA West, cooling Yumi. One of the few teams on NA West showing up in the top 10 so far.
Yeah, had a fantastic game, number 1, 3rd place. Cool, got to be living on a prayer right now because for him, he 1v2'd. Unfortunately enough, he was unable to get Yumi up in that game. He had to finish it off as a solo. And for this duo, it's kind of slow and steady. They land out here towards the island, a little uncontested. They might have one team just a little bit south. For them, it's about getting the resources, looting up, and then they go on the top of the Mighty Monument to find their surge before they eventually try to rotate out.
Robob and Wax now, stepping up. They're chasing down Peppo here.
Runa's already gone, too.
And of course, Runa, yeah, way off in the distance
No,
here.
he's gone. He's out. He's watching.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be good. Bob. Forced kind of in a threat position. Wax trying to alleviate some of that pressure. Peppo doing all he can. One of the best in his region, but while it does look like it's going to be taken, Wax with a huge shot. Runa and Peppo go down in 45th place.
tough spot to be in for Runa and Peppo. One of the few representatives for the Asia region have now been taken out. Cold and Sensed on the other side after a hot win there are now positioned up dead center, and it seems like they have done enough. This villain story that we've seen unfold over the weekend, contested in the lead up. Malibu and Mercer still problems on the horizon. Could it be, of course, Booga and Mira, who were looking off and picked them off?
I knew they were going to go on top of the Mighty Monument to try to get the Storm Surge, but great minds think alike. Peterbot and Jamper from NA East beat them to it and took down one of the players from the NA West Championship duo. It's going to leave Cool by himself yet again, but how many 1v2s can you take?
This is Peterbot, though. Put some respect on his name, and he makes it look easy. It's just like that. Jamper and Peterbot earn themselves a huge elimination onto a team inside the top 10. What an Elin.
And for them, you got to think Peterbot and Jamper don't have to worry about Storm Surge in the immediate future, but you know how active this lobby is. They got to start thinking about it later on in the game once they find that rotation.
Well, listen, we have Mini Miner here to update us on more action.
Thank you so much, Monster. Now, this is a prime example as to how to finish a fight quickly, right? We know PH Scene and Ketos are fighting in the middle of the map. They need to finish this fight quickly, and look at that. Pinching from both angles, getting that Storm Surge done early, as well as bolstering their loot. Look out for this team for the rest of the game.
And that is such a huge set of elims there, because that's another team that is huge, like honestly showing up for the Brazilian region. PH and Ketos, man, wait for them to just really show out. You know, the discussion and lead up to this entire event was things are going to be easier. You know, let's not respect these guys. And now all of a sudden they're saying, hold up. No, hold my water. Hold my mini shield. Let me show you what I'm capable of. And I am so impressed by what we have seen so far.
And you're seeing a lot more activity in this game than the previous two, because they're starting to fill each other out. They're realizing how hard it is to get Storm Surge later on in the game, so they're trying to get it as early as possible, so that when they end up in those close zones, they're boxed up, they can pick and choose when they have to peek, instead of Storm Surge saying you have to go or you're going to go back to the lobby.
Vidio, no stranger to victory royales, but falling very much short so far. You saw the standings there, 4 points separating first and second. Still a very much competitive competition, but EU has taken big strides to start leading the pack here. Pam's doing back.
Johan.
Hi.
Solid, but let's get
hi.
over
Finally.
Clicks and Duke here. They've had such an uphill battle, fighing their way out of the Joneses.
Right, okay, let's cast.
It has not been
yeah,
easy.
just cast.
What's name? Because my Twitch dropped
below the damage.
Yeah, just watch on Fortnite.
For them, they have to worry about it, yes, but it's such a low number.
It says like I have the
crowd
crown
the rest of the teams,
but I
don't.
don't.
Easily try to look
you
back.
need to claim it, mate.
It says like game account
There
connected.
goes Duke trying to poke a couple of
What
shots.
do I do?
Finds some good damage, but takes some as well. Going to be above the damage threshold.
I've done that.
They can find a way to kind of rotate.
It says game
and I want
account
to see them do
connected.
that now because
I was at 38 likes and now I'm at 22.
Wait, it says claim.
I think the player base
claim,
tends to
Hennessy.
forget.
you need to
It's
claim
never
it.
like gave it to me.
Clicks is also
Yeah, you
competed
need to press
in
claim.
It just claimed on like.
and duos. This is where it all began
It's
so
not where.
many years ago.
Like if you're talking about
And
that.
just look at the difference now.
We're here to cast a bit, okay?
All grown up here at the international stage, still competing.
Okay, Maram and
at the
Zaggy
highest
making a
caliber.
dead side rotate.
Marim and
Only
Zagu.
they are
Similar stories.
150 below.
Oh, and the
For
Mary,
a
yeah,
very long time. Look at
Zagu.
this.
Looking pretty
Right
good,
now.
just
It's the
for
worst.
fighting.
We've seen them.
They're looking for
Yeah, we're pretty
target
active in game number 1. Trying to do it again.
Hard
Game number 2,
holding.
game number
They
3.
gain shot by
164 below
top
the damage
left,
threshold.
top
What they
right,
think for them
mansion.
is not only are they right at the edge of zone, they have rotation
Talk a bit
right
more
above
like-
them, they have
It's
elevation right
rotation.
above
Excited.
them.
Oh,
They're
hand in the
able to
fight.
lay their
Hand in the
eyes on
fight
lane and try to find the
was-
shot.
Oh, no, come on.
Vortexers under siege
No,
yet
Vortex.
again.
The two
Looking for
vortexes.
this 153
Yeah,
up
Vortex
above the damage
with
threshold.
Bevis
So they can pick
against
and choose.
Fan
Do we
and
fight this
Vortex.
here? Do we kind of wait a little bit longer? And it
Bro,
looks
two
like they're just gonna
Vortexes.
peek,
Who
try to
is
get
a
the
bad
surge.
Vortex?
Ooh, hunt down these teams.
Oh,
Ooh,
dude,
Vortex
huge
1
amount
HP.
of damage.
Canada and Macwood
Huge
making
amount of
a late rotation, only 16 above Storm Surge. They do need a couple tags here if they want to stay above. Surge is about to go active with still 18 people needing to die.
Bro, what's deleted?
Not quite where they wanted to be, but this here
is a
They see
chance
them.
at
They see the
redemption. They
people
find
behind
Bobat
you.
and walk on the
Malibu
end zone.
and Mustache.
They get their surge finally, but Malabuka at Mustache. Mustache is down. Malabuka is low, but 400 above. Wow.
Taking out Brazil as well. King went down, but that's Jason Basil.
King
above
goes
Malabuka.
down, sadly.
Do they
So
know
does
he
Peter
has
Bot
the
Jumper
biggest
and
thing? Because they know
Snacky.
he's a solo, and they know
Clicks
he
and
has a total
Dukes just
86
on the edge of
HP
zone
and
there.
shield.
They
You
do
know
need
as
to
well as I do,
rotate.
They're probably going to go, but that's information that they lack.
Bad Sniper in a shield bubble. You know, that little bot there.
Bad Sniper and
Noah
Noah
Riley.
Riley right now. They're
Look at that
starting to
little
eye up the
squid
competition
face.
on the other side of the wall as well. You can see they're just looking, but hey man, there's something about these extremely healthy builds. You know, no one really wants to fully commit a full mag inside. You have to start deciding for yourself.
He only has 83 AR ammo.
Can I actually do it? And Bad Sniper says,
Bad Sniper's only
"Instincts
88
speak
above,
louder
but he
here.
does
I wanna
see people
step
getting
up. I wanna
tagged.
take this fight right now."
He heard Fab
And
Shield
he
get
gets
back
the
by Storm
kill
Surge, and he
because
immediately
of
looked that
Storm
direction.
Surge.
Bad Sniper
He gets that kill
and
trap.
Noah
Wow.
Riley coming out with a vengeance here in game number 3.
Gotcha.
Right around the corner though, you gotta watch out. Cammy and Seti is there, but back on board this fight where Malapuka is still alive by himself. Jason Basil, they're trying to attack right now, but Malabuka doing a good job. He's doing everything that he can. Pressure from so many angles. Is he going to be able to escape?
Let's see it go down. Jason Basil have an incredible win rate in these close game battles in the early zones, and look at that. All of a sudden now they add to it, padding the stat, making it look nice and solid.
Clicks and Dukes going for a rotation. There's a sponsored warning. They do take a pad. They are 20 below. Only need a couple tags to get above. Or one shotgun shot. Seti and Kami 123 below. This is not looking good for them. They do need.
Seti and Kami are actually below the surge. This is so bad for them.
They do need some tags here.
They think it's the less traveled, but there's
They've
so
got around
many
50
teams in
seconds
front
to
of
get
them.
100 damage.
On the right,
High.
3 directly on the left.
Oh, no.
One is behind him.
Oh, Bad Sniper keying them. Oh, 126.
He was shot by Cammy. Box to box. He's knocking on the door. He wants to finish this one off. Inside of Storm, nobody really having HP to kind of regenerate. And Cammy and Seti go down.
Cammy and Seti go down to Noah Riley.
Represent for France. They're taking down our Polish
unfortunate.
duo alongside Noah Riley as well. Way to do it there. Switzerland has to be happy, but let's jump on over to Rizan, who is, of course, representing for the EU side and Germany. But let's see it. Aqua looks for something. He's got Duke. It is safe for Duke. Claps back, and Aqua's hurt. He loses Reason,
but he
but
kills
Aqua
Reason.
manages to find a 2-for-1 special and cleans things up.
Hennessy.
Duke with
Yeah.
getting chunked out by the
So
zone.
who
He
you
had 2
watching?
players hot on his heels.
Who would
It's not the
Tundra?
exact position
Like,
you want
who
to be
Tundra
in,
and
but
us?
these guys
Like, they're
can show
looking
up
pretty
at
good right
any
now.
moment in any
Wait, how
game.
much shares
For
they
them,
got?
They're down 3.
Oh,
And one
say
shot,
above.
two
Oh,
Eagle
Eagles are down. They're
a
going to need to look
very
for more.
rare occurrence.
Yeah.
When you're that
I
good,
think
you're
I
that
know
good.
what my stream's like.
That is
So I'm
true. Here's an ass
I'll
pink.
be right back.
We already know.
Oh, but
Now,
this guy go
their
eat
biggest
them.
problems are down. They're out.
Okay, bye.
Kitos and PHN, here they are. Looking to continue to hold their position. They're 100 above the surge. They're just around that top 5 position leading into game 3. What is almost the halfway mark of the competition. And Brazil could not be prouder to have them representing here.
See, jumping on board. Bob Kebab is already down. He is out. Chim's going to be able to get 2 more points in the elimination for himself, including Storm. Surge just walks. He has no shield. He has no HP to regenerate. Just 50 HP total left to his name. And those 2 launch pads. But that's also what worries me is those 2 launch pads because he has a far rotation to go, and he's going to have to probably use both of them with short pads in order to get there.
That's right. He's looking to go ahead and make that move. There's nothing in front of him. Meanwhile, Miro and Booga, decisions for them as well. How do they want to move out? They hear the launch pad go off. They say, hey, let's save ours. Come up here. Let's go ahead and recycle that. Can they find it? There it is. They do get it. And they go in the opposite direction. That is the difference in strategy. Miro and Booga go right. Closest way of least resistance directly to the zone. Watson
well, they're going to release it
far
on
left.
his set on
And that probably would have been the saving grace because he ran into Aqua and Reason, who immediately took him down. His threats is going to fall down. Pablo gets taken down to Brazil's Kitos. Alex is going ahead and taking down TSM Reed. So much action going down around the lobby as Booga and Miro are trying to find that sweet.
Good on low ground, no pressure.
This is a team that has
the audience is literally
in the
messing this
early
up. What the fuck?
instances of the chapter this season, but they have managed to find their way into such a great position. But now let's jump on over to some of the GOATs, Vino and Queasy, two Elans already poising themselves up for an excellent game here. Near max material, so they have to be coming just off of a fresh, refresh right there. Quite literally bouncing back.
It doesn't like save.
Man, you don't see this very often where it's your drop spot where you start off and the zone just lands directly on top of you. So they are being served up.
Yep. And right now, for an end zone like this, when it is on your drop spot, you already know how to traverse every piece of terrain that
if my inventory is clear, how do I like get
HP on PXN? So these guys down on damage in terms of Storm Surge have to figure out what they're going to do, because if they wait too much longer, they will be down. They will be out.
But like, you know, the emoticon is like bright, and the champion's only screen is like 43%, 30 minutes, like 43%. And like, it says clay on claimed, like, under there's something called claims, and it says, depending on the number of claims in the game development fulfillment schedule, it may take some time to fulfill to drop rewards in game. And it says like claimed, and down it says crowned emoticon. Like the emoticon, but it doesn't give me it.
Jumping over Zaku and Marine, they're still alive right now.
Wow, look how... okay, let's just cast.
Wait, is this code working?
Thomas HD, one of EU's best as well. Honestly,
Trippin and Thomas HD taking out all they are 300 above Storms, which they are extremely stacked in the situation.
Is going to be important towards this end game,
and now they're
in the wrong box, the wrong time. They're
hand game pressure.
gather that information. They know they don't
have wow.
the shot fired and landed onto
Hen is only 50 HP, is just crumbed the walls, but it's not looking good for him.
Oh, Hen died.
Chipper has full trust in his teammates, but their Elim gets sniped up right there. It's Zaku and Marine who are just coming out
and Edgy with the balloon right next to them on high ground, farming wood. Just for a quick refresh. Insane stuff.
What in the world? An excellent game. Leading into
Acorn on Edgy, bro.
Dominant position right now.
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, and
what is that to say?
And Bugo in the top.
Trying to be the two region champion. What would you call that here? Would he be the 7 region champion?
Queasy and Vino. Vino is down. Queasy's under us. Oh, he died by KVR.
He wants to make sure he gets one for Queasy and Vino. Caught lacking. Don't forget, they were the most stacked duo in this lobby. This is their home position. The drop spot of Shiny Sound. And now all of that luck and hard work, preparation out the window.
Some damage in the lob.
One from EU. Next to them. Not too many players have to go down before they go ahead and have to not worry about it. Aqua,
Let me see you here.
Not too much to worry about in terms of Storm Surge, but they have to find that sweet spot in zone. They're going to use the launch towards the low ground. Trippin trying to take that cheeky shot to the backside of zone. Elevation up. Thomas HD probably leading the charge, making sure that these guys are on the same page through and through. Booga backside of zone.
Jonesy Andy on height right now.
And stagger himself.
Wow.
And he found an elimination on the Jew. More HP for him. And look at the resources he found.
Booga in Storm. Fighting Larson maybe? Quite confusing.
Keep him alive right now, and look at him start to sprint here.
Oh,
and you
taken out back by Thomas HD.
Oh, isn't it with 2 medmits really chilling on the wood? 400 with 2 minis. But Enzo, Joe and NZ Andy on high ground. Thomas HD playing Joe. Get as many plays as possible.
He's trying to go up to high ground, has 400 builds, but it is all wood.
And now he just has to med stuff to find a way to stabilize. He's trying to stagger himself towards the backside of zone, running out of ticks on that med.
Trippin dies to Thomas HD, but Thomas HD dies.
Zagu with a 12 mini stop, trying to rotate. Finds his teammate trying to go for the res.
Center goes down.
Man City scrum on high ground. Joe and the Ziandi still high ground and maybe getting this game, who knows?
A big save here in the ultimate low.
Oh, that could go up or
this could be huge for Zagu.
Joe and Ziandi still on height. Wait. Clutcher. we just keep interrupting people.
Oh no, but he knows.
We'll like take turns.
I'll
do stuff.
He has enough. He takes high ground. No.
Zagi gets cracked while trying to go for height. Ziandi pressuring, put the pressure on him, but he goes back up to height.
Chimp does not take advantage. He is now by himself. He has lost his teammate. Can he
it's now a 2v2. What is going to happen?
Zagu jumps to ultimate low. Chimp's trying to time his exit, and he gets caught
1v2.
And down he goes. Andy and Joe now have 8 eliminations and a win set up potentially in front of them.
Yeah, 2v1 situation. EU versus
Asia. On low ground.
This man has the world on his shoulders. A sliver of HP, a little bit of shield, and it's not going to be enough. Joe and Ziani take game number 3. EU claps back.
I saw that Akon and Edgy would have won that, so they were really close.
Performance for Zagu and Marine to show up.
Chat, no one's watching my stream, and it's just constantly lagging. If I want to watch this like without it lagging, I can't.
No, you got like 6 views.
No, I don't. I got 2.
Oh.
So yeah, guys, I'm gonna.
It's only you, Hennessy.